internet! Welcome to our third episode of our Dungeons and Dragons Elder Scrolls stream adventure, Lucien Flavius and the Mysterious Island. Today we have a smaller party than usual, because people couldn't make it, but I will just run you through our introductions. Let's just switch across to the screen with the camera. Ta-da! Right, so, as always, we have our magnificent DM, Shiva. Say hello, Shiva.
Hello.
And we have the co-DM, Valkyrie.
Good morning and or afternoon.
Yes. Good morning, time zone, afternoon, whatever to everyone here. We have Jax.
Hey.
We have May.
Sup?
And that's it. But also me. Hello. Yeah.
There's just cardboard replicas of the others
Yeah.
in the background.
So everyone else will be being played by the DMs,
Yes.
because we are being flexible and improvisational,
Yes.
so that the show may go on, and it's all going to be brilliant.
If it was less than at the party now, I would say no, but it's half. We can still manage.
Yeah, we can make it work. So,
Yes.
Shiva, over to you.
Yes. Make sure the music is playing, please. Go.
Dun, dun. Gotta get those
We will-
vibes in.
Oop. There we go. Okay. So, just to recap what happened last week, you guys had ventured into the forest to look for the child who had wandered in, and just the missing children in general, with a very interesting combination of pretending to be children and Lucien able to charming one of the bears. You went past him quite easily, but then ironically, you guys nearly got killed by assassin vines instead at
They
the
were
camp.
scary.
Yeah, two of you almost got choked to death, and that wasn't fun.
It be like that sometimes.
Yes, but you managed to kill two of them, with the other two being severely injured, and they fled back into the trees, and you are pretty convinced they're going to leave you guys alone, since none of them want to be shamed to death like the other two were.
They will leave you alone.
Wonderful.
Yes, well, with that, they died from the pun. They're dead now.
Yeah.
Yes, so I had mentioned before the last session ended that this camp is now considered safe, despite there being a lot of dead bodies. So if you guys want to have a rest, you can.
I would like to rest.
Yes, please. No, that's my brownie.
What?
Apparently we're fighting over brownies in the session now.
Sorry, my cat tried to eat my brownie. She was just like, paw, and I'm like, no, my brownie.
A wildcat has appeared and stolen Ren's brownie. Okay, so normally how this would work, if you guys want to do a rest to restore spell slots, it would normally be a long rest. That's usually 8 hours long. However, since you guys are in this magical forest, and this camp actually does have a magical enchantment on it that makes it so you guys don't need to take a long rest, and not that long of a rest to get that benefit. It's just the vines were more or less assholes and decided we're going to plant our trap here. So you guys can have that benefit now without the plants.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd like to do a rest.
Okay.
Rest.
Let's
So
rest. I'm just
any
turning
of
the
you
music
guys
down.
who-
Hang on. There we go.
Oh, that's fine. So in that case, then, you guys can restore your spell slots, and all of you should have what's called hit die. I think it should mention it on your
hit
character
die?
sheet.
Yeah.
Hit die that you use to recover your HP. You roll them.
Where am I looking?
I'm trying to figure out on the character sheet where it shows it. Does it not show it?
Oh, I've got a button for short rest and a button for long rest.
Just click long rest.
Which
Just
one?
do it that way.
Long rest, right?
Yeah, click long rest.
Oh, there you are. Haha.
Yes. Reset maximum HP changes during this rest. It's got a tick box for.
Yeah, click take long rest.
Yeah.
There we go. Confirm. There we go. That means you guys should be all healed up, or it should at least heal you up.
Yes, I am fully healed.
Awesome. I'm gonna go
Yeah.
ahead and
Shiva, since I've got the 3 missing players, where would I be looking to restore them? Because they took damage last time as well.
If you're unable to do it, I can do it, because I think, because you're technically not in the campaign on D&D Beyond, you can't. But I can quickly just go over there and quote-unquote hack and do that.
Hack the
So I
planet.
will so take long rest for them. Yes, you are currently resting amongst all these lovely dead creatures. Dead people, I should say. You can choose to investigate or look around as you're resting. It is up to you what you're doing while you are resting.
Oh, I can look around while resting.
Yeah, as long as you're not doing anything like that's like physical active activity, like lifting stuff or fighting, you can do light activity basically.
Yeah, I'll have a look
resting.
around while we're resting. A general investigate of the surrounding area.
Mm-hmm.
Sure. Check out the camp. Yeah, give me investigation, and I will also heal up. Oh, so how we had 3 missing hit points. There we go. There we go. Everyone should be good now. That's missing.
I got a 25.
Okay. I'm sorry, I didn't cough. You do not find a cough. What you do recognize, that would be weird. So, from what you can tell about these dead people around you, they seem relatively fresh, which indicate this was probably part, if not most, of the last of the missing party that had ventured in here before you.
Right.
As some of these people do just look like villagers, and as you look around, you check in the tent, and that's when you find another dead body, and it's a high elf with red hair, and at first you think, oh, it kind of looks like Abel, then you stop and realize, oh, that's probably Abel's dad.
Oh. Oh dear.
Yep.
I wonder
That's
if he
sad.
likes children.
Not appropriate at the moment. We're mourning.
Hey,
Yeah,
you're the one who like talked her out of like what? How many healing potions for free? Because yes, hey, do you like children?
Yeah. I suppose he's is he too far gone for a healing potion?
He looked like he's been dead for at least 3 days, and he looked like he had bled out from deep
2 healing potions then.
lacerations around his body.
3?
No, what?
It would take nothing short of a revival spell with a chance to bring him back, but even then, he's been dead for 3 days.
How about the bottled lightning?
Clear.
Sally is just looking at you with a very.
It's alright, I can save him. I've got him.
And just hides the
2.
bottle
Stay with
over
me.
you.
Stay with me.
What if I use shocking grasp on him?
Rubs hands together, slams on my body.
You now have a slightly charred body. Good job.
Oh my gosh. Because none of us are, wood elves.
Yeah.
Dun.
Yeah. Yeah, you guys carry on. I'm just going to briefly get my tea, but I won't be a sec. You just carry on with the adventuring.
Yeah, I will say you also found some weapons that are obviously no longer being of use. You find 3 weapons. You find a what looks like to be a very nice short bow, a long sword, and then a short sword. They look like they might be slightly better than what you guys have now.
That sword.
Who said sword?
And
Fen? Okay, Fen, you want to take the sword?
You guys can have them all.
Well,
I
Lucy doesn't
only
want a bow.
No, I only use a discipline stick. Just whack them into goodness.
Okay, so Fen, you get to add to your inventory longsword +1.
okay.
Ooh.
And let's see.
Frey can
I'll
have the
give Sadali. Yeah. Let's see. I will give Sadali the short bow +1. I'll update her equipment later. And that leaves a short sword if anyone wants it. Let me see. Double checking people's stuff. Oh, perfect. And Frey uses a short sword, so she'll also get that. Is anyone else wanting to do investigation? Or is Lucien just looking at all the dead bodies?
I'm pretty sure I've got it covered.
Are there bleh. Are there any like notes or anything like, hey, missing children, 500 gold, I don't know, like random hints?
You can roll investigation for looking at other than dead bodies.
Oh my god.
And for any players who are newer, a weapon that has a +1 or a +2 or whatever next to it, that is a magic weapon.
It
Gosh.
counts as magical damage, so if you're fighting a monster that's resistant to non-magical weapons, that would no longer count as non-magical. So that's very useful.
Did you say investigation?
What? I didn't hear you. Sorry, I was coughing.
Did you say investigation or perception?
Investigation, because you're looking for something in particular instead of just the dead bodies.
I am so blind. I am distracted by a butterfly.
You are distracted by the smell of death.
And butterflies.
Let me bottle that.
Dead bodies are just kind of laying there for
At
3
least
days.
it's not like.
They start to
At least
stink.
it's not dead lightning. You know, just mixing the lightning in there. That would have not been a good smell. Mm-mm.
Oh, that would dead charred people. Then that would have just been a lovely aroma.
I want to look if I can find anything that's not bodies.
Okay, you also roll investigation.
There are trees.
Thingy. Alrighty. I get +3 to that. Okay.
You are also distracted by the dead stench of death. Lucien, either remarkably or slightly disturbingly, isn't that affected by it, all because he's been with the Dragonborn for so long. He's used to just a bunch of dead things surrounding him.
I mean, this is just a normal Tuesday for me. Sorry, not Tuesday. Turdass? Turdass. There we go. Law friendly.
Yes.
What is this Tuesday you speak of?
Apologies, it's an inside joke. Don't worry about it.
But that's all you guys seem to be able to find for now during your rest. So you have found some extra stuff that'd be useful, and you also now discovered the fate of Abel's father. That you guys will have the pleasure of telling that poor girl. Isn't that nice?
I like fathers.
Do you like your dad? Because I have news for you.
And
Yes.
we have Frey check for traps. I mean tracks, not traps.
I mean, check for
Don't
traps
ever
while you're at it.
escalate it.
I mean, I think it's a bit late for that, but for traps.
I mean, yeah, we've already fell into a trap, and Brent's just like, ew, dead bodies everywhere. Y'all just like,
Let me see,
happy,
though.
happy.
Let me check her abilities. Oh, yes. Okay, let me... I almost got my real life dice. No, I made a rule about using the online dice. Let me go to DM chat real fast, and I'll roll for Foray. So roll D20 plus 6. Okay, that will do. So you see Frey looks around, she indicates that there are tracks that are going either direction of the path you guys are currently in the middle of on that map. So one goes to the left and one starts to go to the right and follow up the river. Both seem fresh from what she's able to conclude.
To the left, to the left, to the left, to the left, to the right, to the left, to the right. Sorry, that's what's stuck in my head. I work with kids.
Andorin looks at you and says, I do not recognize this music. Is it from your land?
Sadly. Land of children.
I think it's rather catchy.
Way too catchy.
But yeah, that's what she's able to indicate. So you guys can either make a choice or you can investigate the tracks further if you want to try to help make a more solid choice.
Hang on, so did you say the tracks go both directions or one direction specifically?
There are tracks going either direction,
Yeah,
and they both seem fresh.
Yeah.
So there's ones that go to the left, like that one path shows,
Yeah.
and there's the other tracks that go to the right and also curve up.
Right.
Seems to be going with a river.
I think right is right.
Can we tell what kind of tracks they are? Like,
They both look like footprints.
alrighty. Just hoping they're not more bears.
Which ones are smaller?
Oh, that's a
Say
good
what?
point.
Which point prints? Which footprints are smaller? Whew.
Because Frey did not roll high enough, she can't tell. She's kind of like, I don't know. They're both footprints. What do you want from me?
Bigger. What? Smaller. Let's go right. What's the worst that could happen?
We
So
could
now
go
I just see you
I mean,
point right.
right.
She's already walking
Right?
right. The rogue
Right,
saw
and
Lucien
right.
point right, and she's just going right. So the rogue's already going ahead.
Oh goodness.
Then
That
let's
seems
follow.
like a Sadali theme. That seems like a Sadali theme to me.
Yeah. I'm just like, okay, I'll follow her. Don't want to get distracted. Ooh, butterfly.
Oh boy.
Okay, so as you guys are going up ahead, let me just make sure I move everyone's character. So you follow the tracks and you come across the river. But it seems like it's shallow enough you guys could easily cross it if you choose to. Hold on, where is the last character? Fennec, there you are, Fennec. So let me just save this real fast.
And
And
hidden.
we'll up the map, make it unhidden. Okay, now upload it. Not in the D&D general chat. We need to upload it in the in-game session chat. That would be useful.
Yes.
And then people will be like, why are you showing me this? Come on, Discord.
Can
You
we
need to
see what's on the
cooperate.
other side of the river?
I want you to give me a perception roll to see if you can figure that out. Then that gives me a chance to erase more if I choose to real fast.
Everybody?
Yeah, perception. All of you.
D20 plus.
I almost erased the player from existence. Whoops.
How dare. You had one
Whoops.
job.
You just see Finn evaporate.
Please.
Do you
Bye-bye.
want me to roll? Do you want me to roll
People are
perception for the 3?
Yeah.
Ah, I forget there's a river and I drown.
Yeah, you actually start to keep walking, and Sadali just grabs you by your shirt, looking like, what are you doing?
How big is the river?
So, sorry, I was distracted.
By water.
Yeah, I don't have an excuse. Yep.
Let's see. Okay, that roll will do, I think. So let me just upload this map then. Upload first. There we go. Wow, that's a good roll, Sadali. Okay, so with the 2 highest rolls, you guys are able to point out that across this river seems to be the path that continues.
Marvelous.
And you still see footprints, but at this point they're kind of wet footprints now, for obvious reasons. And you had a map loaded.
Ah. Well, I
Like
think we
said,
should cross.
The river looks like it may be like up to your guys' maybe knees, waist, depending on how short you are.
What's the worst that can happen?
Can I, what can I make a check for to make sure there's no, like, poison in the river or something?
Survival check.
Alrighty, ooh.
I can actually, will make sense that we have Frey do that too, since she is our ranger, so I'll roll over here, D.
Rolling too well this time, so hopefully this goes better at all.
Plus 6. Oh, wow. Looks like water to you. Seems
Right.
okay.
I drink it. I'm kidding.
You died. No, I rolled in the DM chat. Frey got a 24, and she's like, should be fine as long as we don't do anything stupid. And she starts to walk into the water.
I shall follow.
I follow her. I'm
Okay.
using my discipline stick as a, like, oh, I'm safe for the water. I go, Moses, part the water.
I mean, if you had shape water, I wouldn't stop you.
I do.
All of the Aedra above are going, who the heck is Moses?
I'm not kidding. I have shape water. So can I actually like split the water to be like, no?
I imagine you can split just enough, like a very
Yes.
narrow path,
What is
if
the
you wanted
spell?
to show off.
Shape
I think it's-
water.
Is
I
it
do like yeah,
shape
shape water.
Okay, you can manipulate water within a 5-foot cube. You can move the flow of it, you can animate it, you can change the color or opacity, and you can freeze it. So if you want, you can do like an Elsa and like
Bro.
make it icy
I-
to jump across wherever
Just
you
turn
step.
the river pink.
I'm just the best. I'm
I
the
think
best
that's-
Elsa.
But only 5 feet of the water is going to be pink.
Beautiful.
Wait, no. Turn it yellow so it looks like someone peed in the river and you can laugh at that.
I was thinking of red, so but I like the yellow one. I was thinking of red, like come out all like red and bloody looking like we killed our enemies. Mwahaha, fear us.
Shall we cross the river?
Time.
I just need to know if I'm changing a cube of river a color or not real fast. Am I? Yes or no? Or is the water being left unchanged?
It's not my spell.
I'm going to make it. I'm half tempted to make an intelligence check because I almost said blue, but it's already blue.
Use your magic powers to turn the water blue.
It's already blue, stupid. I know. I'm going to pick. Why not pink?
Okay, there is a portion of the river. I'm gonna make it
Yeah.
in the middle that has a slight pink color.
Make a
Splendid.
smiley face, dude.
No.
No. Sadness.
This is DM's like, no.
You need a
Okay,
spell
so-
slot for that?
Cross. No, it's SpongeBob does not exist in this world.
It's a
Okay.
I'm
cantrip.
just imagining you create this pink section of water and it immediately just flows down river. And some poor creature down the line is going to be like, what the heck happened here?
Yeah, as you make that spot and you're like all happy, it's starting to slowly move down the river.
Run one little manly tear.
One very proud little tear. Okay, so you guys crossing the river, the picture is uploading, but real fast, do a perception check to look around your surroundings as this picture is uploading. Excuse me. Yeah, so are you guys doing perception rolls? Okay, you are.
Oh, I'm wrong.
Do you want me to
Nice,
roll
if
for
you
the
want to
3?
look around. Yes, go for it.
Okay.
Wait, what are you rolling for?
Perception as you're crossing through the river to the fog. I put it in the wrong thing.
Ooh. We are
I put it in
perceiving
the wrong
things.
chat, didn't I?
What did you put in what where?
Oh, that would explain why I put the map in the DM chat. Gosh dang it. Why isn't it uploading?
You're
Oh,
just
sorry,
showing the
guys,
map to
got
yourself.
it. Look at my beautiful work that none of my players get to see ever.
Andern sees all.
Oh my god.
And you're in the
I've
seat of being
broken
replied.
whatever curse I had last week where I had all your peers rolling like 2s and 3s, so
I got it.
Curse has been lifted. Okay, I am going to update the map with what they see, and they see a thing that
Oh,
you and
God.
I talked about, Valkyrie. So,
Ah, that's mine. Don't eat my food.
hold on. Paint.net. I will fight you on this. You will save the picture and you will upload it. Yes, as you're going up ahead, you do start to see what looks like to be a rather nice looking cottage in the middle of this scary forest surrounded by mist. It's a little bit weird. Here you go, starting to upload. And it looks like someone's home, and at this point, I will let Valkyrie take over as the map's uploading.
oh boy.
Because this is Valkyrie's part that she's been waiting for.
Wait for this to upload and then I will jump
Okay,
in.
it's almost...
Hansel and Gretel kind of thing, isn't it?
Made
I don't
entirely
know.
of gingerbread and the finest vegan frosting. No.
Because we are very inclusive. It's almost done uploading, I promise. And there.
Yay! Oh, that
Okay,
looks
so
lovely.
As you are approaching, there is this simple but well done cottage made of wood. There is light flickering in the windows, indicating someone is there. Little garden off to the side. Looks very inviting.
I think we should introduce ourselves.
As you do.
We should make sure there's no vines in there.
The only vines you see is the vines that lead up to the house, and they seem like climbable, friendly vines.
It's
Oh my
all right,
God.
I'm well
Adventure?
prepared for vine fighting now.
Yes, Lucien has mastered the art of shaming vines to death if he needs to.
Call me the Vine Slayer.
Lucien
that's TikTok.
Flavius.
We need
Stealing Madame Ghost's
killer when you
joke
have
there.
Lucien.
Yes, so you guys are gonna go see the house.
So Lucien marches up to the front door, and
Okay, I'll move Lucien up there.
I assume my friends follow, please?
Ren
I'll
timidly
follow you.
follows behind
And
with his
Lu-
cat.
Red with my sword.
Lucien politely
Ren
knocks.
and Fen. Okay, have fun. Have fun there, Valkyrie.
So you knock on the door, and the
Hello?
door swings open. But there's no one standing at the door. When you look inside, there is an old gentleman, very old, white, patchy hair, liver spots all over his head, hunched over in kind of this old blanket, sitting in a wheelchair by the fire. He almost appears to be reading or focused on something in his hands. He does not seem to notice you right away.
Hello?
His wheelchair spins around like 180s right at you. Ah, who is it?
Hello, my name is Lucien Flavius, and this is my adventuring squad. Friends, people. These are my friends. We're here. We're looking for children. Have you seen any?
He rolls up to you with this very inquisitive, kind of crazy eye. He rolls up. He's like, Lucien Flavius. Yes. Never heard of you. And he rolls back to his fire and he says, come in, come in, come in.
We weren't actually hoping to stop. I was more just curious as to whether you'd seen any children around here lately. We're investigating some disappearances. It's rather important, and we're in rather a hurry.
I don't care much for children myself. They make a lot of noise, smell funny. Probably tastes like cabbage. Point is, help me.
My cabbages!
I must bequeath upon you a very important quest.
A side quest?
No, it's an important quest, not a side quest. Where am I? Oh yes, quest. Quest. And he starts like wheeling around the room a little bit frantically, and he's pointing at each of you. Quest, 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 quest. Maybe, yeah, quest. You can have the quest too. The quest is I have lost my unseen servant. His name is Benny.
Your unseen servant.
Yes. He is the best unseen servant, but I have lost him.
When did you last have him?
He sits back and he thinks. And he thinks. And he thinks. Who are you?
Why don't you try summoning him again?
Quest, yes, Quest. My unseen servant, go find him. Quick, quick. He starts like shoving you out the door as much as an old man can in his wheelchair. Go on, go find him. His name is Benny. That's all you need to know, probably.
Right.
Can we like force our way back inside?
What's that?
Like force our way back inside?
I mean, that seems
Yeah,
rather violent.
You can
like
easily
Question
sidestep
back.
him. You can easily sidestep him.
Hey, I'm gonna say, how do you know he's not here?
I have a way of knowing these things, young sir and or lady.
Alright. Okay. I'm a dude, but that's fine.
What, pray tell, is a dude?
Dude was coming the second I said it.
Party
I sent
huddle.
in-
Party huddle. I think we need to huddle. Gather round, team.
Get around.
Everyone's gathered?
Pulling
Good.
fences.
Do we need to search this man's house against his will?
I think if we ask him
Hello.
nicely.
I suppose we could ask him. Yes, that would be a good start, actually. But,
I
yes.
feel like we're gonna be doing that for hours if we try that.
He's humming in the corner.
Are we assuming he's not a threat? Because this could all be an elaborate ruse, and he could have something to do with the missing children.
You guys too could do an inside check if you're suspicious of the old man.
Right.
Yeah?
Yeah, you could.
I'm gonna do that then.
Okay, D20 plus your insight.
Need to find Benny. I want cabbage soup.
Lucien got a 15. What does he determine with that roll, Valkyrie?
Harmless but crazy.
But he could be a
There's
werebear.
Anyone who is a caster, please roll a Arcana check.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm also a caster. Can I roll an Arcana check as well?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Oh wait, yeah. So am I. I forgot what I was for a minute there.
I think almost everyone but Sadali is a spellcaster of some sort, actually.
Wow,
fair.
that didn't go very well.
Right. This better be good because I have a +6.
Lucien,
I don't even
you're
know.
distracted by this crazy man talking about wanting cabbage soup.
Cabbage soup.
How do you
I
manage?
know Jack Diddley Squat.
Do you?
So,
Who's he? I've never met him.
so Fen and Lucien, you can't pinpoint what it is, but you can tell there's a magical essence about this old man. The way the doors open, the way he just kind of zips around in his wheelchair. There's something a little bit magic, but it doesn't feel like scary or harmful or threatening in any way.
He has an unseen servant, so like that's a spell.
That is a spell.
The door opened of its own accord as well, which sort of suggests maybe could his unseen servant in fact be here, but just not seeable.
You guys could roll investigation if you want to actually look for the unseen servant.
I mean, do we have
Alright,
time for this?
alright.
Benny, where are you? Tap 3 times on something if you're nearby.
No tapping.
Oh.
Oh.
Why the heck are you yelling so loud? It's unnecessary. I sent
Speaking.
Benny on a very important quest. He got the side quest.
I'm not rolling good
Oh.
today, folks.
Phoenix with her 20.
I-
Lucy with a natural 20.
Oh boy.
So you guys are able to determine Benny is not in the cabin. It's one floor. It's a pretty simple layout. It's difficult to just hide someone, and you check pretty thoroughly. So you determine he is not in the cabin.
Well then, should we be on our way?
We really have to
Oh,
look-
Benny! I've lost Benny! If you find Benny, I give you a very special reward that may or may not be of a magical nature. Maybe.
Okay.
Benny.
Can Sadali steal it from him?
What's that?
Sadali try to pick his pockets?
Are
He
you
does not
asking
have
us?
pockets. He
Ah,
is wrapped up in a blanket.
Then where is he keeping the magical item?
I think he's just he's gonna be a stick.
Secrets are no fun. Secrets. Benny. Benny.
Valkyrie, with Lucien's 20 plus 7, do you think you may have possibly heard something outside?
Yes.
What's that
So-
outside that I've just heard?
I just looked like, I know natural 20s usually don't count in skill checks, but at the same time, that's 27.
You hear someone working in the garden.
Ooh.
You hear like shoveling noise, messing with plants.
To the garden.
Okay.
So Natalie's just very confused while we're here and following you guys.
probably
Okay,
die.
so
Alright.
you guys step outside. There's a little garden to the right of the cabin. You step over and you see some garden tools just kind of floating in the air, doing work.
I found
All of a
Benny.
sudden- And the garden tools stop. And you hear a voice. It doesn't come from anything or anywhere in particular, but it says, "Oh, hello. Oh, is he looking for me again?"
Yeah.
Are you Benny,
Uh,
by any chance?
My name's not Benny, but that's what he calls me, yes. And you see we'll say that he has just like a garden hoe. He like puts it over his not visible shoulder. He says, "Yeah, I came to work with this guy a few years ago, and one invisibility spell gone wrong, and here I am. But that's okay. There are worse ways to be." Let me guess, he wants cabbage soup, right?
He may have mentioned it.
Wonderful. I'm so sorry about all this hassle. Let me go on inside. Just follow me real fast. We'll get that sorted. So, you follow this garden hoe back into the cabin, and it props itself up against the door. And this guy, this old man, turns around and he goes, "Benny, where have you been? I have been looking for you." And Benny's like, I know, I got lost again, sir. What can I help you with? Do you want cabbage soup?" And this old man goes, "No, the time has come." And he goes, "Oh, come on, not again. We just got settled here." And he goes, "No." And the old man stands up from his wheelchair and he grabs Invisible Benny by the shoulder. He says, "Now, we go to a place that may or may not be of a very special nature. Ta-ta!"
Oh my god.
And they disappear. They teleport out of the room. There's this big, like, crack. And on the table, there
I'll type
is...
it to you. There you go.
Perfect. There is a wheel of cheese with a
I knew it.
rapier and a circlet on top of
Yeah.
it.
Da 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 da. Cheese,
So
marvelous.
congrats. So
You
there you
revisited
go.
my badness.
Wonderful. Who wants the stuff?
One of them
No.
was a +1 rapier, so
Andrin in the background goes, "I don't know what just happened."
Oh, I'm very
And
confused.
so there's a wheel of cheese, a rapier +1, and a really nice looking circlet.
Well, really for Lucien.
What did you
Isn't
say?
that the weapon you used?
Sorry, I
Repeat
didn't hear that.
yourselves.
Say it again.
Rapier is clearly for Lucien, yeah? Because that's the weapon he uses.
There is a
The one you
circle.
found. There's a circlet too, and there's wheel of cheese. The +1 weapon was based on whoever found the unseen servant.
Can we is there some kind of identification thing we need to do on the circlet to find out what it actually does?
Yes,
You can do
that
an
would
Arcana check. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah.
Arcana check, or if you have the Identify star.
Roll d20 plus 10.
Okay. You know that it's at the very least similar to an item that summons what's called good berries, which are magical berries you can eat to heal yourself. Though one of you would probably have to test a circlet to see if it actually works.
Marvelous. I call dibs.
So you want
Oh,
the sword and the nice looking circlet?
Someone else can have the sword if they want. But I'd like the magic berry making circlet.
Sword!
Okay, whoever wants the sword can have the sword then.
Can I roll an Arcana check on that cheese wheel?
Go for it. It is a normal wheel of cheese.
But the
Alright.
flavor is magical.
But is it a normal wheel of cheese, or did they
Yeah,
just
no,
not
it's
roll
nice.
high enough?
It's a normal wheel of cheese.
But the flavor is magic.
I'm going to eat the cheese.
Oh,
It is
okay.
delicious cheese. Lucien, are you
Yum.
using the circlet by any chance?
Yes, I would love to.
Okay, so it has 3 charges on it. I'm going to link you it so you can add it to your inventory. But as you use it, instead of berries, you get a wedge of your favorite cheese appear in your hand.
Marvelous.
You got a circlet of cheese.
This is wonderful!
I'll put it in the in-game session chat. But if you just add it to your inventory, it's literally just called circlet of cheese.
Wonderful! This is the best day!
And if anyone wanted a +1 rapier, they can add a +1 rapier to their inventory.
Who's claiming the +1 rapier?
Yeah, it's called rapier +1.
Dun dun dun.
I mean, I'll take it if none of you want it, but I don't plan on doing much fighting, so...
Well, that is a weapon that Lucian's good with if he wants to take it.
Well, if it's going to go to waste otherwise, then yeah, sure.
So then you add a +1 rapier to your inventory instead and equip that one. It's a magical sword compared to your normal sword.
Does it do anything special other than just be a sword that does more damage, or...?
It is considered magical damage instead of non-magical damage. So if you fight a creature that's resistant to normal weapons, it would not be resistant to the sword. It would take full damage.
Right.
And it does a bit more damage.
Sorry, you get +1 to your attacks and a hit.
How do I add this item you've linked me to my inventory?
Okay, so on your character sheet, when you go to equipment, you can click manage equipment.
Oh, and then I just type it in.
Yes, because you're in my campaign, you will be access to homebrew items. Me
Got
and Valkyrie
it,
saw
got it.
this item and we were like, yes.
Right,
After you add it, you should probably equip it.
yeah.
Yes, make sure you equip it too. Same with your new sword.
And...
So there was your guys' diversion. A touch of madness, one could say.
And it's the rapier +1, right?
Yes. I'm gonna move the spark pink part of the water down the river.
Is that relevant?
Say what?
We really need to know where the pink is?
Oh, I will be updating the map so you'll see where the pink is, don't you worry.
Righty.
Yay!
There I go.
I worked hard
yes.
on that pink.
But yeah, so that was the diversion you guys had from going that direction. Are you guys gonna go back the other direction? What are you guys gonna do now that you just kind of realized a certain mad prince visited you?
Yay, or may not.
Or may
Yeah,
not,
mad
it's
prince.
up to you. It's up to you to determine who that was.
Oh! Cheese for everyone!
I mean, there was a wheel of cheese, you got a circle of cheese.
I understand now! And the servant, and it wasn't, and he said his name wasn't Benny, it was something else, and that's because... Right! With you!
This doesn't actually happen, but I love to imagine that as soon as Lucien yells cheese for everyone, his circlet just explodes into tons of cheese. Fills up the whole cabin.
Oh my god.
Right, well I'm glad I figured it out now. It was her scene! Right. Shall we continue?
You know what? You got it.
Yes.
Fuckers
looking
love
around-
cheese.
Yeah, looking around, you see the path just had ended at the house, and you're kind of got the feeling those footprints was probably from the quote-unquote unseen servant.
So, our choices therefore are either to double back and follow the other path, or just continue blindly into the woods north of here.
Prey, being the ranger, is going to suggest we go back. Goes back.
Ready? Ranger us away.
Okay, well, I'm gonna, just to save time, I'm just gonna move you to a point real fast and have you guys roll perception checks as you cross the river and go back the normal path as I upload the image.
Through the river,
Roll
through the hills,
D20.
through the as we go. Yay! I didn't get a stupid this time. I got a decent score.
Okay, see what everyone else gets.
Want me to roll for the others?
Lucien quietly
I
nibbles his
forgot it,
cheese on the way.
Never mind. I did not roll
It
correctly.
is, because it's from your magic crown, it's whatever cheese is Lucien's favorite cheese.
There we go.
We're doing perception checks, right?
Yes.
Beauty.
They all got good rolls. Oh, except that person. Who got the 7?
Andorin.
Andrew's just very distracted by Lucien being unusually happy about just getting a wedge of cheese.
Lucien offers Anderin a nibble of the cheese.
He's like, no thank you, you can have it.
Oh, suit yourself.
So you guys go up the path, and what you discover are some ruins that appear to be Nordic, which further indicates that ancient Norse have been here. And let's see, who got the highest roll? That was Rin. So Rin, from what you can see, along with Rin and Sedalia, I think Rin and Sedalia, both of you guys notice that along with the ruins, there are some ancient skeletons there, and you also see what looks like to be. Let me double check what people have here. You see what looks like to be an old but good-looking longbow. And anything else? Oh, it looks like on one of the hanging off one of the trees, some beads of some sort.
Lucien grabs Sedali before they carry on walking into the ruin, into the clearing.
She tenses for a moment, almost punches you since she can't hear you. You suddenly grabbed her.
Yeah, no. Lucien grabs her and addresses the rest of the party, saying, "We are not going through there. Absolutely not. Under any circumstances, we're going around that because that is a trap."
She just signs for you. I can check for traps.
It is a trap. You don't need to check. That is a trap.
Gave you one. So I can check the stuff, Lucien.
Don't go. If you can check from afar, check from where we're standing. But I have been to many places like this with the Dragonborn on my travels. I know what traps look like. I know what a skeleton ambush looks like. If we walk through that, past those skeletons, they will get up and they will try and murder us. I'm just telling you all now. I'm sorry?
You know the Dragonborn?
Oh yes, we're very good friends.
As you two are talking, Sedali just goes on through and just looks at you, grabs the longbow, and pulls the beads off, and just keeps just look like nothing happened.
Nothing happened yet.
She's like, "Oh, a skeleton's scary," and just looks at you like nothing's happening. She got 20 plus 7 for detect traps. And she just tosses the beads at you like, "Here, for being cautious."
Lucien does not take the beans. The beans? The beads. Lucien steps well back out the way.
The necklace of beads harmlessly just tatters and hits the ground as she just takes the longbow, kind of looks at it, and tosses it to Frey, since she already got an updated bow.
Lucien, can I do an Arcana check on the beads? Sorry to interrupt.
Yes.
Yeah, do an Arcana check. Excuse me.
Well, were they cursed?
No, they look like they're old prayer beads that either a paladin, cleric, or druid could use.
We have.
And because of your high roll, you are aware that those beads can be used to do healing of some sort.
Oh.
Ooh.
And like I said, either a druid, a paladin, or a cleric can use them.
Well, I'm glad I decided to go in here and get these beads then. I don't know why you're all being so suspicious about it. I mean,
So
honestly,
Dolly kind of smacks
this
you in
is.
the back of the head as you say that, like, "Excuse me."
Somewhere on another continent, the Dragonborn is going, "I've taught him well."
I'm a druid.
Then take the beads.
Okay. I get the beads.
I believe they're called
Okay.
prayer beads. You can add them to your inventory, and these ones have 5 beads on there, 3 of which are green, and 2 which are blue, which means you have 3 beads that do 2 level 2 cure wounds, and then 2 greater restoration, I should say.
You know, not a fan of getting all this cool stuff. I feel like we're gonna die.
Has the game just auto-saved?
Yes.
Like,
Maybe.
Andrew
so
and
you
cast
guys-
quick save.
Dreamcast, quick save.
Okay.
So,
If we're done with this clearing, then Lucien very, very carefully steps around the edge of the clearing, still not passing between the pillars. Are they pillars? They're like the stone.
they look like ancient
columns.
Nord pillars
Yeah.
of some
So
sort.
Lucien definitely steps around them, not between them. And he probably sneaks while he does it.
Okay, roll stealth.
Roll.
Fidelity plus 2.
Lucien is the knight.
Oh my god.
Let's see, Fidelity got a 23, and Lucien got 20. You've actually managed to impress the rogue as she's sneaking with you.
Oh,
Lucien
yeah.
fades from vision.
Oh my god.
Fidelity's just like, kind of thinking, like, you're not that good yet, buddy.
It's like,
Open console,
you
disable.
adopted the darkness. I was born into it.
Yeah, I will say that to the rest of the party who were not sneaking, Fidelity and Lucien seem to disappear into the fog, and that's kind of concerning for you guys. Like, wait, what? As they just kind of go off ahead. And I will say, for those the two are venturing off ahead without the rest of the party, you hear what sounds like a pained cough coming from a younger person, and as you look ahead, you see what looks like a young red guard, like he's maybe 17 at oldest. He's kind of leaning against the rock. Looks like he's been bleeding, and hasn't noticed you guys yet since you had such high rolls. But he looks like he's in pretty rough shape.
Enthusiastically introduce self.
So you're just gonna be like, "Hello!" all of a sudden to him.
Hello there.
He like kind of freaks out for a moment since he wasn't expecting someone to suddenly be there.
No, don't panic. Hello, my name is Lucien Flavius. I noticed you seem to be in a spot of distress. Could I perhaps render some assistance?
Aside from nearly giving me a heart attack, sure, mister? He still looks a bit shaken up from just the sudden appearance of someone in the fog. I'm gonna upload the map. I will say at this point the rest of the party probably follows, especially after hearing the surprise yell of someone.
Look, I made a friend.
Oh no.
I don't even know you. Who are you people? Why are you here? How are you not dead already?
I can ask you the same question.
We're here to find the kids. Children. Oh no.
Corel sent you guys too.
Yes, can I please check your wounds?
Yes, please. I'd rather not have the rest of my blood go on the ground. I like to keep the rest of it in me.
I mean, that's kind of where it's supposed to be.
Yeah, but it's not. See, he lets you check his wounds. Are you going to heal, or are you going to be doing... What are you doing?
I want to see how, like, bad they are. Just know how much healing he needs. So I'm going to do a medicine check first.
Yeah, medicine check. The white dot's obviously the boy that Lucien scared the crap out of.
I was just being friendly.
I forgot to do the +9, but that equals 17. I think if my math is correct. No,
Yeah.
it's not. Is it? I don't remember today. It's been a day.
Yep, 9 plus 8 is 17.
Yay. I blame the kids.
You see a deep gash that goes from his shoulder to across his chest, and he is bleeding out profusely. He probably needs a decent healing if he's gonna survive.
I'm going to use these prayer beads are so useful.
You're gonna use how many? How many prayer beads?
The blue one was greater restoration or greater healing, right?
The green were the level 2 cure wounds, and the blue are greater restoration.
Okay, level 2 cure wounds, hang on.
And you have 3 of the green and 2 of the blue.
I'm going to use one of the blue.
Just to explain, what greater restoration does, it pretty much cures almost all elements and doesn't cure wounds.
Yeah. Did I say greater restoration?
Yeah, you said
whichever. I meant the
You
blue.
You meant the green for healing.
My brain doesn't want to compute colors today. I just words. Green. I want to use green. To
Okay.
agree, my lord.
Okay, so roll 2d8 plus your spellcasting ability.
Well, in the meantime, good chap, while they're figuring all this out, can I offer you some cheese?
You can check by checking your spells. It will usually tell you what you add to it. Let me see. You are
Modifier. 4.
Joseph, what
Red.
sort of cheese is it? I missed it earlier if you said it.
2d8, right?
Oh,
2d8 plus your spellcasting ability.
are you asking what Lucian's canon favourite cheese is?
Yes.
I am not familiar enough with Elder Scrolls varieties of cheese in order to make a statement on that either way. I wouldn't want to trip myself up for later on, so
Well,
I'll leave that.
In Skyrim, at least, there's goat cheese and elder cheese. That's all we know, Skyrim-wise.
This is probably
No,
some
there-
kind of cyrodiilic cheese.
Nope. There is mammoth cheese.
It is
Oh,
not
it's
that.
also mammoth cheese.
It's not mammoth cheese, but it's some kind of niche cyrodiilic cheese, I think. That
A finely aged cyrodiilic cheese.
yes.
Yes. It's so fancy he can't pronounce it.
There's like a super rare cheese from Cyrodiil. It's called Olroy cheese.
It,
There you
it
go.
could be that.
Okay, so 14. That is enough to close the wounds, and he looks a lot better. And he's like, "Ugh, thank you."
Yes. There's the wounds, but more importantly, did he accept my cheese?
No.
No. Rude. We're not talking to this man. On we go.
He's like, yes, because when someone's on the verge of dying, the first thing you think on their mind is, gee, I sure wish I had cheese. He's just looking like, what the heck is wrong with you?
This sarcasm
I mean-
completely goes over
I know
Lucian's
that's
head.
what I'm thinking about when I'm dying.
Totally.
What did the rest of the party say? Sorry.
Oh, I was like, look, I know that cheese is the last thing on my mind every day, so
You know, when
we're somewhere else.
the boy sees like the look on Lucy's face, he goes, I was being sarcastic.
Oh. Yes, this chap is very rude. I'm not sure I like him.
I'm not sure I like you, since you apparently think shoving cheese in a dying man's face is a good idea.
I was politely offering it, not shoving it.
Whatever.
Honestly.
At this point, teenage boy just gets up. He's like, I'm guessing Corell sent you then? Like, why are you here?
Yes,
And
we're
how are you
looking.
still alive?
We're looking for children. And I suppose so are you. Have you seen any?
And most
Yes.
importantly, do you like children?
He's just like, that is a very weird question to ask me. I don't get it. He's like, yes, I was part of the group that was sent here by Corell beforehand, and the only thing we found were werebears, and I found a spriggan, and that didn't go well, as you saw. Looks kind
Right.
of embarrassed.
So you didn't encounter the assassin vines then?
Oh, those? I ran from that.
Ah, yes, right. So you weren't there when it murdered all the rest of your friends then?
Very
We don't
hurtful.
talk about that. We don't talk about that.
Oh, right. Yes. Sorry, just clarifying.
Make an insight check to make sure he's not lying.
Oh, go for it.
Whoops. What do I add to that?
Your insight ability. As I cough in your ear.
Here we go.
From what you could tell, he seems to be honest. I mean, he's literally a 16-year-old who's extremely scared and slightly annoyed. So his attitude's not too surprising.
Follow me.
Yeah,
I need your help.
Teenage angst.
My help. What?
Sorry, everyone spoke at once there. What did the others say?
I want to put my hand on the kid's shoulder and I'm going to be like, look, you've been through a lot. Why don't you head home?
But by myself? I mean, are the vines dead?
Yes, the vines are dead, but I'll tell you what's not dead. There's a couple of werebears just up the path.
Oh,
So
yeah.
you might want to watch out for those. Although one of them is very friendly.
How did you get past those?
Oh, no, I had a good chat with him. He was very nice and understandable. I think he said his name might have been Jeremy. It was a bit difficult to hear over all the roaring. But yes, he's very amenable. If you just mention Lucien sent you that way, I'm sure he'll be more than happy to let you pass. Assuming it hasn't, in fact, been an hour. Has it been an hour? I don't know. What time is it? I can't see the
It's
sun.
over an hour. It's been like 2 hours at this point.
I'm no longer a child. Brenda's no longer a children.
Yeah, at this point you just see Ben just appear back to normal, which makes Hamill jump even more. He's like, what? Very confused.
I am no child.
I can tell.
Well, anyway,
From
just...
that chat said we should bring him back to Shigarath's cabin.
But,
Oh, God.
But he's better, isn't he? Didn't we make him better?
Yeah, you healed his wounds. It's
Yeah,
just...
so he's fine.
I not make it back though.
He's like, you said you killed the vines, right?
I think he should come with us.
I think I should not.
Well,
He does not look convinced he wants to help him. You can try to convince him, but he has this look that just screams nope.
right, hold on then, team. Excuse me, sir. Do you like children?
What is with you guys in this question?
Well, we are here to look for children to save their lives, and you're proposing that you want to just go back to the town without helping to find them. Is that correct?
I was trying to help, and then I also almost got killed.
Alright, I want to give him, I want to give the kid my old longsword, and I want to tell him to just go back to town.
But there's 2 werebears, you said.
Wait. Could you tell us more about the sprigging you ran into? Like, what's up ahead, you know?
He's like, I was trying to go ahead and I bumped into the Spriggan, and in a panic I may have threw my torch at it, and it did not like that, and it slashed me and ran off, and that's why I might have been bleeding out. He looks kind of embarrassed as he says that.
You threw a poor torch at a poor Spriggan?
It's a Spriggan, they're not poor.
Ren, we've talked about this.
But they're friends!
Oh no, they're definitely things that kill you.
Spriggans are friends, not wood.
All I know is it slashed me and then it ran off ahead up there, and he points up further up the path.
I can also testify from my own experience that generally I haven't yet met a friendly Spriggan.
I have. I named her Larry.
Oh!
You're an outlier and should not
Excellent.
be counted.
He's like, look, I'm not trying to be mean. I'm thankful you helped me. I'm just kind of on edge. Like, I can wait for you at the camp. I can probably maybe bury whatever's left there of the rest of those people, but I am not going up there.
All right, then. If that's your choice.
I'm gonna give him my
Yes,
extra
it
sword.
is.
I suppose we'll see you later.
I feel like you're about to send the Dragonborn after him. I'm not kidding.
Send the Dragonborn after a 16-year-old boy.
I mean, I can't lie, I'm not impressed.
Yes, we're gonna harshly judge a minor who's scared.
He's not that minor.
Leave him alone.
He's a bit minor, but he's not that minor. I mean, he set out on this whole adventuring party the first time round.
But you are assuming he did it by choice. You did not know that.
No, I suppose not. Oh well.
Either way, he's just kind of looking at you guys like, good luck. I guess you have the best chance of surviving since you're all still alive. I guess. And he just kind of awkwardly starts to go down the path towards the tent.
Oh, quick question, just before you go.
Yeah.
Yes, earlier tonight, or in fact on any previous occasions in the last few weeks, any strange dreams? Mysterious voices talking to you in the night?
No.
No, nothing? No lost time, no missing memories, movements you can't account for?
If they were lost missing memories, I don't think I would know them, buddy.
Well, you never woke up in a strange place or without remembering how you got there?
No.
No? Alright.
He looks very confused by this question.
Marvellous. On your way then. We know it doesn't affect people that old.
Okay, and he just keeps going with now 2 swords in hand.
Lucian makes a note in his little notebook.
This little handy-dandy notebook.
Yes. This notebook that peculiarly seems to have a picture of his own face on, and the word marvellous.
Yes.
So Dahlia looks very unimpressed.
Available on redbubble.com. Sorry, continue. Continue. Don't know what that was. That was just a cough.
Andrian's like, what's a red bubble?
Never mind, another inside joke. The Dragonborn would understand.
Yeah, so Dahlia's just sighing, just keeps going forward. So you're gonna follow the path. Are you guys gonna follow the deaf and mute rogue?
Yeah?
Okay.
What could possibly go wrong? Nothing, obviously.
Death and destruction and maiming and dismemberment.
I mean,
What?
they're already doing that, so...
Are we the
Okay.
baddies?
Everyone's the baddie plot twist.
Dun, 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 dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Okay, so excuse me there. So you guys go forward, and I need you go and find a fork in the road. One goes up, one goes down. I'm gonna upload a map in a second, but in the meantime, I want you guys to roll another perception roll if you choose to.
Okay. I always choose
Perception.
And I
to.
also
Let's
move people's
proceed.
characters.
Oops.
Ren, where are you, Ren?
I rolled a 19.
You rolled a 19. Okay.
13.
13. So I'm gonna say this. So you do see tracks on either side. However, the ones up to the north seem fresher. And with Lucian's night tune, and see if anyone else get higher rolls to make sure.
Ooh,
Oh,
Ren got a
and with
24.
Ren's 24. Oh yeah,
Yes.
with you two working together, all of you are able to basically realize that the trails pointing up seem fresher, and they look like little feet. And you also see from that 24, from Ren, that one of those tracks also look like Spriggan tracks, which makes sense because that Spriggan had recently ran up there too.
So the Spriggan tracks are going in the same direction as the little children tracks?
Yes, they are.
Right.
I'm gonna save this map and update it. Come here, you. Come here, old map. Come here, map.
Mm. Ah.
We're in.
I didn't do it.
You wanna transform this one again?
I was thinking about that. I'm like, should I transform into a stick person, aka a Spriggan, or a child, or a
Yeah.
child Spriggan? Oh,
Is that a thing?
I don't know.
tiny. I think it should be because there's baby trees. I mean, why can't there be baby Spriggans? They have to multiply somehow.
I'm just consulting Lucian's historical and natural knowledge of Spriggans. I'm Googling it.
Nothing to do with the cheese.
I'm a tree hugger. I think I should hope I'm very similarly well versed-ish. I think I'll turn back into a little tiny Ren child.
I wonder if I should bother transforming.
I've never found any references to child Spriggans. Certainly never encountered them with the Dragonborn. So I'm not sure that they're a thing.
Sadness.
Yeah, maybe Spriggans probably just like sprout out of trees one day, like fully grown.
Yes, it's some kind of because they're made of wood and magical energy. So I suppose yes, they must just fully form.
My Discord crashed right as I was uploading the map. How dare! I am so sorry.
How rude!
I had sent the map.
Started Discord.
I had panically went over to Twitch and wrote a Discord crash with a typo. So if you see that, that's why. I was like, no.
Oh yes. Discord crashed.
I'm back though. I was about to rage. Like,
Hello,
how
back.
dare
I'm
you.
Lucien.
Nice to meet you, Lucien.
He has dad jokes, yet he doesn't believe a 16-year-old should go home and rest after being attacked by werebears and vines and spriggans.
I just think he could have been useful.
Yeah, he probably would have died within one hit.
Well, that's one less hit to bear, isn't there?
Okay, so before I was cut off, and the map is uploaded at the moment, like I said, you guys were able to conclude that the most active, the tracks were, freshest tracks were up. There were spriggan tracks and little kid tracks that are very fresh. And then Discord crashed on me. So what were you guys planning to do?
I don't think. Well, should we? Let's vote. I mean, I think we should. I suppose follow the children tracks, because otherwise we could be wandering in these woods for hours. So, despite the risk of spriggan, which we may have to negotiate with, and all in favour?
Aye.
Ren?
I want to turn into a child, so maybe that can help us with the spriggan?
I'm not 100% following the logic there.
Me neither.
Marvellous.
Ren's answer is just turning children. Sadali is going to follow your guys' lead, and Andrea seems to think it's a good idea to follow the children, as does Frey.
Then let's get moving.
Okay, well, unless anyone's going to stop her, Sadali is going to continue take the lead, though I think, just to be on the safe side, since there is a spriggan up ahead, she is going to stealth.
I'll be right behind you.
So, are you stealthing too, then, Lucien? Since you're going to be following her?
Yeah, I'll try a stealth.
Okay,
disadvantage.
He doesn't get disadvantage, he's good. Unless he's choosing to be loud. Oh yeah, Andrew gets disadvantage. I'm gonna roll for Sadali in here.
Can I just say, I think Lucien's done fantastically well with stealth over the course of this one shot.
He's done arguably as well as Sadali, which is like very impressive.
So great.
Okay, Sadali has an unnatural 20 with her roll.
How stealth,
Oh my
but I'm a
God.
child, so...
Do you want Andrin to roll?
If you... Yeah, to give him a roll with disadvantage because, you know, clunky metal.
Yep.
Owie.
But I will say he's probably at the back of the party just to keep things safe. Frey's gonna be next to Lucien to make sure he stays out of trouble. Finn is gonna be behind Rin, and then Andrin is gonna be at the back because clinky clink 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 metal.
Also
Okay,
clinky.
All things considering, that's not a bad roll for Andrin.
No, he's doing all right.
I mean,
My curse has been
not
lifted.
it's not a nat one, so that's good. Okay, so over half the party succeeded, so that means it's a general success. So with a slight clanking, you guys kind of shushed Andrin with his bad sneaking. You're able to go pretty well. At that point, you hear what sounds like a bit of a scuffle up ahead. You guys, let me see. Two people who are leading the party is Sadali, Lucien, and Frey. So I'll have those three roll perception checks, since they're technically leading the party.
Roll perception.
I'll roll. You can roll for Frey while I roll for Sadali, Valkyrie.
Okay.
I'm rolling the DM checks. I'm just used to it now. Okay, Sadali, what's your stuff on here? Insight for Sadali is a plus, so a -1. Okay.
Wait, insight check?
First, yeah. No, not insight, I'm sorry. Perception. I am being silly. I apologize.
Oh, good.
I,
So make sure I added the right stuff.
Yeah, I just realized I said a silly. Perception for Sally is actually a +5. That's much better than what you almost got. So, +5. Come on. There. Okay, that's much better. You see Lucien gone after 15. Okay, so as you guys are going up, as you look up, you realize that this scuffling is actually the Spriggan and a werebear going at it. They're fighting each other.
I'm sorry. Oh, right.
See, Spriggan's our friend.
I'm waiting for the picture to come here so I can upload it.
Well, if they're sort of distracted, stealth?
From what you can tell, the Spriggan looks like she's actually in kind of bad shape.
Stealth? Should we stealth past?
Ren sounds like
Ren?
she wants help.
Ren?
Ren could choose to help if she wants to.
Ren's
What's
using
important
his.
right now is the children, not the tree demon. The children.
You just call a Spriggan a tree demon. How dare you?
Ren's gonna use his puppy eyes.
I have a roll against puppy eyes.
Yes.
Roll persuasion.
I mean, if
I'm going to persuade. I'm going to be like, please, can we help her, please?
I will give Ren advantage with persuasion because Ren is doing puppy eyes.
Yes, and I am a child.
My word.
Oh
I
wow!
Those are some compelling puppy eyes.
Ignore the 27. That is trying. Why not? Okay, 19 plus 4 is a 23. Ignore the
So if
27.
you guys feel compelled to help her, you could probably just reluctantly agree because Ren's is looking like sad puppy eyes.
Look, if it attacks us after this, I'm never letting you live it down.
This is a terrible idea, but all right.
Thank you. Makes me so happy.
It's just that Sedali's just looking over, so we're attacking the werebear, right?
Yes.
Right.
Okay, she's just getting her bow out, ready to take aim at the werebear if no one's gonna stop her. She is a rogue and it's distracted, so she actually get a critical sneak attack on it, if I remember correctly. Yeah, she would.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just to be fair though, I'm gonna have her roll d20 then. So, roll d20, not d30. Yeah, dear lord.
Hey.
Those are a thing I actually found out. They're really weird looking.
I have one.
20 plus.
I've never used it, but I have one.
She's gonna get advantage. Whoa, okay, I'm taking it. Valkyrie's my witness. I got a natural 20 with her sneak attack.
Nat 20.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
wow.
critical double damage. Okay, so let me double check her sneak attack for her level. Action. The bear is already slightly hurt too because this is an ongoing fight. Where's your sneak attack, girl? Class features. Here we go.
I ate it.
3d6. Okay. Why would you eat dice? That's not good.
No.
That doesn't sound healthy.
No.
Okay. She wants to numb them. Okay, so let me see. At her level, then I roll. You guys get to witness how broken rogues can be now. Plus 8. Oh, she got a good damage, so that plus that, and then I have to roll 3d6.
All the damage.
10. Yeah, we're gonna swap the comic music. Hold on, I'm sorry. So, in total, she did 40 damage because it's sneak attack, which she rolled 10 in, plus her critical makes that 20. Hold on, it might be. How I do crit damage is doubled, so that's 10's actually 20. Okay, correction, she did 60 damage. She almost killed the dang thing.
Right.
Jeez. Okay, hold on, let me just play. Hold on. Hold on, I'm just trying to do the next. Is it playing the music now? There we go. Okay. So you saw Fidelity kick out her bow, and she shoots the creature like right in the back of its neck, and it howls in pain, and it's already looking like it's in bad shape from that alone.
Yes, go
So-
Sally.
Yeah, at that point, I would say everyone rolls initiative.
Oh yeah, the thing I suck at the most. Because I'm just like, friends.
And this is why rogues are considered glass cannons if they get a sneak attack. Okay, I'll roll for Sadell, you can roll for the other two, Valkyrie.
You got it.
I'll roll in here, D20 plus 4. Jeez! That's another one! And I rolled it in Spectator. Oh well, everyone can see it. I rolled it up there in Spectator. I accidentally rolled in Spectator, but she got a 20 plus 4, so... Nat 20s usually go first, so... It would be Stally. Can you roll for the werebear for me, Valkyrie, and the Spriggan in there too?
Yes.
The Spriggan is so gonna try and kill us.
You don't know that.
I do.
The werebear, I believe, gets a plus 3 in initiative, and I think the Spriggan gets like a plus 4. So
I'll just use my
Stally-
puppy eyes on the Spriggan.
Ooh.
Frey.
Roll dough plus 3.
Left side of operation is not a number. I just picture Doomsfar's voice responding.
And let's all count. 1, 2, 3, dough, 4, 5, 6.
Yes.
IR math. What
Math.
was
The Spriggan
the
is plus-
strength?
The
Plus 4?
Spriggan gets a plus 4, yeah. So after that would be Ren, unless someone gets
Oh.
higher. Oh, okay. The Spriggan gets to go after Sadali. It's probably gonna be a very quick battle though, since she did a good hunk of damage to that werebear, but hey. So Ren, Finn's roll is a 13, so after Ren, then it is Lucien. Lucien, what's your dex? You and Ren tied, I think.
My
I mean,
dexterity.
you and Finn tied. Someone tied.
Where am I
Tied.
looking? Is it the one across the top?
Yeah, just your dexterity.
Oh, 13.
13? Okay, I think Ren still goes first. Okay. Okay.
No.
I mean, the werebear's going last, I'm pretty sure.
Got a
Did you-
4.
The Spriggan got a nat 20.
Yeah, she's
Pretty-
going right after Sadali. Okay, what did Andrew get? I'm looking.
Andrian got, gosh dang, there's too many of them.
Oh, you got a 9.
He got 9. He got 9, so he's after the werebear.
Okay, so werebear. Yeah, writing initiatives always takes the longest in battles because numbers. Okay, so to make sure I got everyone, I have Sadali first, Spriggan, Frey, Ren, Finn, Lucien, werebear, and Andrin. Is that everyone? Did I forget anyone?
How did I get so high up?
Say what?
How did I get put so high up?
You did not roll crap. I thought you got so high up.
4.
Oh, you got 4?
Yeah.
I messed the Reddit wrong. Whoops. Okay, so you're actually at the bottom.
Yeah.
Andrew was faster than you, even. Boom. Okay.
So does Sadly get another attack now?
Yes, because that was technically a surprise round. I'll let Valkyrie roll for it, so it doesn't take as long.
What am I rolling for?
Rolling for Sadali. Do you have her character sheet? I'll link it to you.
I do. No, I've got it.
Yeah.
I've got it all set.
It will not be a surprise attack this time because after getting shot in the back of the neck, the werebear's very aware now that there's people behind him, and he's very pissed and roaring.
So Sadali is just gonna shoot again.
Instead of, I haven't updated her sheet yet, but instead of +7 to her bow, it's gonna be +8. Same with damage. Okay. I plan to update it after the session. Oh. Okay. She managed to miss. We did double check its armor class. Yeah, where's your armor class, you stupid bear? Actually, no, she just managed to hit it. That's the number of its armor class. She just managed to hit the bear.
Actually, no, it is an 11 if it is in a bear form.
We don't. Oh, you're right.
No.
Okay, never mind. She missed it. I still didn't
Missed
remember.
it by
Yeah, so
1.
This is
By
quite the
one,
roller
so
coaster.
So the arrow just flings by its face, and it just looks even more pissed off now. So now it is the Spriggan's turn, which I will be controlling the Spriggan. And she looks very surprised that you guys are here, but is more focused on the bear at this point. So she is going to slash at it with her claws. I'll just roll it in here. Might as well. I'm already in here. So roll d20 plus this. She missed. She makes a slash on it, and the bear just gets out of the way. So 2 people missed the very big bear.
Right, come on then, Frey. I need you to do your thing.
So Valkyrie, you want to play Frey too?
Sure thing. I will embrace schizophrenia on multiple people.
Yes.
Woo!
She also has an extra +1 to her attack and damage for a longbow.
Okay. So.
Like I said, I'll update their stuff.
Oh my god.
It's a big werebear!
I was actually going to get to attack. I didn't think I was going to get to attack because I was so low, but
Wait.
maybe.
Oh no, wait, that actually hits. I'm so sorry, I cannot do these rolls correctly. That's supposed to be d20 plus 8, and for some reason it just did d20. So that actually does hit by 1.
Okay, there you go. Do damage.
Beautiful.
I'm just like, wow, everyone's having a bad day hitting werebears.
I'm doing so good at co-DMing.
Oh, you're fine.
Okay.
Okay, you did 6 damage. It looks a little bit more hurt. It looks more pissed off.
Keep poking it with arrows.
Okay, now it is Bryn's turn.
Yay!
Actually, no, wait, I'm sorry, hold on. Frey gets 2 attacks because she's a ranger.
Yeah.
Oh,
Gotta
that's
remember that
right.
detail. So, attack again. Whoopsie.
Sorry.
Was that a yawn?
Oh,
Yes.
that's really good.
That was
Really good.
amazing.
That was natural 20 on yawning.
Yeah.
I was also stretching, so.
Okay, it is still alive, but very hurt.
I'm still alive!
Werebears
getting
are very...
It looks like a porcupine with all the arrows sticking out of it.
Shoot it,
Yes.
Ren. Kill it.
Ren's turn now.
And you better not have a sudden wave of compassion.
I cast Moonbeam on the werebear.
Okay, I believe the werebear does. What type of what type of saving throws does the werebear have to do? I know it has- I know-
Constitution.
Constitution. Okay, something the werebear should actually be good at. Double checking, it seems it gets a +3 in that. Okay, so we're gonna roll it in here still.
I hope it fails.
I think we all hope it fails because this might actually kill it.
Getting that one. Getting that.
I
Ha!
rolled an 11.
Yes, it doesn't save.
Roll
It's a
full
15.
damage.
Yes. Oh wait, no, I can't count today. It doesn't get any pluses as far as I know.
Hey, it's okay. I missed
Oh
it.
my god.
Dear lord.
It is amazingly still alive, but like most of its fur is like black and fizzling. It's like coffee, like.
Also,
How does this look like? What in Oblivion just happened to me?
Oh, I forgot. I forgot about this. A shape changer makes its saving throw with disadvantage. If it fails, it also instantly reverts to its original form. It can't assume a different form until it leaves the spell's light.
You knocked the bear out of him.
You knocked the bear out of him, but he looks very confused and shocked, but he surprisingly still has this feral look to him, and he still looks intent to kill.
Hopefully he has underwear on, because it's just like, cover up them.
He has pants. I am saying the pants appear.
Yay!
This is a wholesome stream. We are not going to have naked men in this stream.
We'll give him the Hulk rules.
So his armor class is now a 10.
Yes.
Okay, so now it is. I believe it's Lucien's turn.
I just imagine this huge moonbeam just blasting this werebear, and when it all fades, there's just a man going, "Oh, sorry."
This is fair everywhere. Okay, so yeah, it's Lucien's turn.
Right. So we're not allowed to know in D&D how much health this werebear actually has left, are we?
What? He's in really bad shape at this point. So
right.
Basically, you'll be surprised if he survives this round.
I've just noticed my circlet of cheese has an ability called Scorching Ray. Does that have a number of charges?
I think it adds with the 3 charges in total, so you have 2 charges left for the day.
So I get cheese or Fire of Death. Right,
yes.
Okay.
If the ray is not saved, I am rioting.
Okay. Lucien is not going to use that, because I think that's possibly overkill at this stage. So Lucien lunges forwards with his rapier.
Okay.
For the
Did
killing
you upgrade
blow.
your weapon?
Yes, I'm using the rapier +1.
Okay, awesome.
So remind me what I roll for that?
You roll a d20 and you add your attack modifier. That should be next to your attack section of your actions. Click on attack, it will show you what you
Sorry,
add to
apologies
hit
for the.
DC. Oh, this is only your guys' second battle. It makes sense.
Oh, I have both the rapier and the rapier +1 equipped. I didn't mean to do that. Does that make a difference?
No, we'll just unequip the other one later. We'll just pretend you unequipped it.
Okay. Does that affect my
Only if you want to use both of them at once.
I don't. I just want to use the rapier.
Yeah. So yeah, you're just using the one.
It says. So do I want the +5, the hit/DC +5? Yeah.
Yeah, the one that's bigger. Yes.
Yeah.
Because that's the better one.
Yeah. Right.
Oh, you hit it. Now roll your damage.
So that's 1d8 +2. Roll.
Yes.
Hang on. Roll d8 +2. Ha ha! Take that!
Guys with the max damage tonight. What is this?
Lucien thrusts the rapier into the werewolf's chest. The werebear's chest.
You thrust it there, and he's somehow still alive, barely, but still alive. He's just like really shocked at the fact that he got the bear blasted out of him, and now you have someone stabbing him in the chest.
Lucien yelps and scurries back, leaving the rapier embedded in the werebear's chest.
He's just like kind of looking down, like what?
Ah!
Mixture of pissed off and confused. Which means the werebear's turn, and you were running away from him, right?
Lucien scurries, maximum scurry.
He gets attack of opportunity from you, because how it works in battle, if it's your turn and you actively choose to move away from an enemy that's in range of you, they get attack of opportunity.
Oh gosh!
Which means not only does he get that, he also gets, when it's his turn, he gets another attack on you.
I regret this decision.
To be fair, Lucien didn't know this, so...
No?
You left your rapier in a man's body. He's not gonna appreciate
and
it.
since he's in his man form, he has an axe with him instead of claws. I think Lucien would have preferred the claws. So...
I don't think he would have liked either of them.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, at least he doesn't get a risk of being bitten.
True.
and getting infected. I almost
Oh,
wrote
where-
2d20. That would have been bad.
Werebear Lucian is Care Bear Lucian.
23. I'm assuming that hits your 12 armor class.
Whoops.
Ow!
Yes, now I'm gonna roll damage, and it's gonna be a big ow.
Oh,
It could be a little ow. It could be a big ow. Let's find out.
Well, considering it's a 1d12 for damage. Plus 7. That's nice. Oh, it might help if I add the little thing. Let's try that again, shall we? Ow. It's not as bad as it could have been, but that definitely hurts. As you're running, you just
Ow.
feel the blade kind of sink into your shoulder, and it really, really hurts.
This is
You have
highly
bad
unfriendly.
breaths. And with that, it's now actually his turn.
Oh boy.
Ow, ow, ow!
Welcome to D&D. I'm just gonna copy and paste that command. Oh, good thing you guys had that long rest.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Oh my gosh.
He's still alive. I'm pretty sure it wasn't over 30 damage in total, but he's really hurt.
I have 2 hit points.
Yeah,
Ah!
yeah,
Oh,
yeah. This guy's kicking Lucian's butt.
help!
alright.
Help!
It's now Andrea's
Andor,
turn. Paladin, save the day.
Oh my gosh.
Andrea,
Does the
you
paladin
see-
have room to get between the werebear and Lucian?
Yeah, you can use an action to shove him or just get between there, yeah. Lucian's running away, so you can get between them actually, yes.
Perfect. And he'll say, Lucian, go get healing, and he'll swing at the bear.
Yes, okay, roll to hit the bear.
And is his weapon now +1 as well?
Yes. Because you guys managed to find all the good stuff today.
Yes.
I think it's +4.
Lucian pays the price for rushing into battle, poor guy.
I regret everything.
Unfortunately, he misses unless he has something that can help him, which I do not think he does. I don't know much about paladins.
Check his abilities. He might have an ability, but you already said he did that, so it does count as a miss.
Yeah.
But it does
Cool.
distract him from Lucian, because you're now standing between him and Lucian.
Can I have Andorin roll an intimidation check to keep attention on him?
Go for it.
Cool.
Thank
I
you.
save this map real fast. Poor Lucian.
This is a bad, bad day.
Nope. Andorin's not very scary.
Right.
You threaten him to leave, and he just roars in your face. A human now roaring in your face, but still kind of intimidates. He is brawly,
Your breath
half-naked
stinks, sir.
sword just screaming at you. And that's my phone. I'm going to mute myself real fast. Control the battle, meanwhile.
Dun dun dun.
Valkyrie's in charge.
Oh gosh.
What happens now?
What does happen now? Who is next? That is Fen. Fen, what are you going to do?
Dude, I am gonna slash that werebear so much.
Fen used slash.
It's hopefully effective.
It was
Yeah.
super effective.
Yes.
Alright.
Roll your damage.
You. D8. Alright. I got an 11.
All right. The bad news is I do not know how many hit points this thing has left.
Shiva says dead.
I was back.
Beauty.
It had only
So-
only 6. It is very, very dead.
What? Okay. Describe your kill.
You already know how I'm killing this dude.
You get to describe how you kill it.
Yeah.
You already know. I'm gonna reach my hand out right up to the, like, I'm assuming, like, I'm in front of it, right? Or behind
Oh
it.
yeah. I would say during this madness, you went around to the other side and did whatever it is you want to do.
Righty, I'm gonna reach, hold my hand up to him, and summon my sword straight through this man's chest.
Okay, so you see, really seeing everyone else as you're, comprehending what's happening. You see Fen go up behind the werebear, summons a sword, and you just see this blade just shoot out from its chest, and trying to keep it at least somewhat child-friendly, let's just say there's a fountain of raspberry sauce coming from its chest as it lets out a sputtering cough and then hits the ground dead.
Ooh, raspberries.
Don't lick the raspberries.
Andrin will turn around and help Lucien up, and in helping him up, heals him 15 points of HP.
Yes, you go from 2 to
thank you
17.
for that.
Yes,
And then he
your
stands
your most serious wounds are healed. You still have some on your shoulder, but nothing life-threatening.
And then Andrin will stand between Lucien and the Spriggan. Just
Friend's gonna
ready.
approach Spriggan.
Okay. She's not doing anything. If anything, she seems a bit surprised that you are seemingly helping her, but she doesn't do anything yet.
I look at her and I smile and I'm just like, hi. Oh no, I went up the stairs. I'm sorry. Random thing.
You can do persuasion with advantage.
Yay, because I'm an adorable child who's joined the puppy eyes.
Yes, and you guys seemingly are helping her.
Yeah, I think that's possibly the more predominant factor here.
I like mine. I forgot what do I get.
Normally, mortals are just slashing into bits. This one's different. Interesting.
Okay, it's advantage, so let's just try. Woo!
I am so glad you got advantage.
Same.
That would have been tragic.
I know, I'm an adorable child, okay? You can't deny the puppy eyes.
So she pauses. You don't see the mouth itself moving, but you hear the voice in your head. Rin, it's Rin, right? Rin's the one talking to it. I don't want to confuse
Ren.
names. Yeah, I was right for once.
Not Fen, Ren.
Ren, Finn. You hear the voice in your head because she's the one talking to you, and she goes, "You're not going to attack." It's
Nope.
almost questioning. Interesting. She looks over at your friends when, are they going to attack?
Nope. Because I puppy eyes them.
Very interesting, more so to your common puppy eyes. Is Ren still a child? Did Ren turn back into a child?
He's still a child, so yeah.
Ask her for help. Ask the Spriggan to help us.
Tell
Have
your
you
friend I can understand him.
Do you understand me?
Lucien,
Hello,
we understand you.
Mrs. Tree. We would like your help.
A very Lucien, you can just hear this very low sigh. You hear the voice in your head. I can understand you.
I heard a voice.
What's your name?
She says, "My name is," and you just hear a swarm. What sounds like a bunch of bees and insects.
Hello.
That's apparently. She's actually surprised she managed to pull that off.
Roll for performance.
Under
Roll-
it.
Yes.
What do I get
If
for my
anyone-
phone?
Check your skills. You managed to do it surprisingly well, and she's actually impressed since immortals tend to lack the extra vocal cords needed to say it.
I am a tree hugger. I love the tree.
Please don't hug my leg.
Speak through the
That's all I
tree.
ask.
Oh, okay. You don't like hugs? Sadness. This makes friends sad, but okay.
I'm not exactly in the condition to hug, and you kind of see she's covered in claw marks, and you also see half her face is kind of scorched. Which you kind of get an idea where that happened from
Oh yeah.
from the Redgar. Yeah.
Poor tree. I have
I'm
an
a Spriggan, but thank you.
You know where the other children are?
You mean the little mortals have been going through this forest?
Yep, the ones that are shaped like me. I don't need your sass cat.
In shape.
I'm gonna have a roll insight real fast because you're very interesting. She gets a pretty good thing on her insight, so
But I'm adorable.
I mean, don't worry, you're not gonna get in trouble if you fail, so.
Da 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 da.
Okay. She kind of like, you're a very interesting child, and she awkwardly taps the top of your head with her clawed hand. Kind of backs away from the squee. But she goes, yes, I've seen those younglings. They've been going off in that direction. She points up.
Do you know what's over there?
What's up with them? Is that what you said? I didn't hear you.
Over there.
Oh, that's where she lives.
Is she?
Cecile, the Hag Raven. You guys you don't know this. At this point, you also hear the voice in your head. Also, she's communicating with all of you now at this point.
What do you think of Cecile, the Hag Raven?
She ugly.
She just gives you this look like, are you seriously asking that question?
Yes. What is your relationship with Cecile, the Hag Raven? It's a simple enough question.
Oh, friends.
They had a hard breakup.
Oh my gosh. She's like, considering Hag Ravens usually hunt down my kin and rip our taproots from our cavity chests, not good.
So it would be
good.
in your interests then to, what I'm saying is we have a common enemy, yes?
She's just kind of staring at you.
So, would you be at all interested in, perhaps, tagging along?
Roll persuasion.
Ooh.
She's willing to answer questions for now, but that's asking a lot from this friggin'. Well then. God.
Lucien Flavius does it again.
She's just like,
Come on, you know you want to. You can trust us.
I don't know you for starters, but I'll think about it. For now, I can answer any questions you may have. Considering you didn't even know what was starting this mess to begin with.
So the Spriggan didn't join the party?
She said she's gonna think about it. Depends on this conversation goes, basically.
Oh.
You got a good chance, though. You got a
Yay!
good shot. I mean, to be fair, you're asking her to do a suicide mission, to be completely fair.
Not necessarily. I mean, surely she's got just as much chance as the rest of us.
Yes.
She's also hurt.
Yes, she's also very hurt.
Well, we can heal her.
Then I'm gonna heal her?
Yes,
Yeah.
I can do that. Or you can do that, Ren. Who's better at healing? I've got a healing spell. Because you've already used some of your spell slots, haven't you? Or
No, I used the beads from my healing thing.
oh, okay.
You have
And
2
then-
more beads of healing.
Yes, I do. And I only used a second level spell. 1 second level spell.
Yeah.
And that was Moonbeam to
Yes.
take the bear out.
To yeet the bear out of the werebear.
Yep. You can take the bear out of the man, but not the. Wait, you can take the man out of the bear, but not the bear out of the man.
You can take the bear out of the bear, but not the bear, not the man bear.
Just all the man bears.
So the Spurgus is getting a headache from this conversation.
This is unbearable. I'm going to. I'm going to cast Healing Word at the 2nd level.
Okay. It should show you what you get to add to that.
Basically, I have just. Wait, no. D8. Yay!
Wow.
Yay!
Yeah, she's definitely looking a lot better.
Yay!
She looks very surprised, and she's like, "Thank you, mortal."
I'm Ren. Hi.
Hello, little one. She can just pats your head.
I'm Lucien. It's a pleasure to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you too. I think.
He has a circlet of cheese.
I do. Would you like some? What's a Spriggan's
cheese?
favourite cheese?
Just what's cheese?
It's this. Lucien offers the Spriggan his lump of cheese from earlier that's been somewhat battered in the battle and bled on slightly, but yeah.
She just kind of pokes it and it gets stuck on her claw. She pulls away. She's just like smells of moldy milk and she just kind of plops it back in your hand.
Well, excellent observation. That's actually how it's made. Yes, you're a very clever Spriggan, aren't you? Very clever indeed. Most useful. And I think you're a wonderful Spriggan. The best Spriggan. You're certainly the friendliest Spriggan I've ever met. Yeah.
Is this the mortal term for sucking up? Because this is what it feels like.
No.
You got a sassy Spriggan. Was Sven going to say something?
I just said yes in response to, is this the mortal term for sucking up?
I've just got to step away for 1 second. I will leave you guys to continue negotiating with the Spriggan. I'll be right back.
Okay. So the Spriggan's looking at all of you and she's like, are you even aware of what's going on? Fully aware of what's going on.
If you could fill us in, that would be lovely.
So you're like the other mortals who just marched in here, basically, is what you're telling me.
Yep, our minds are as blank as a tree clearing.
Maybe we're doing a little better.
This is why your kind are constantly doomed to fall prey to this hag raven every single time. If a Spriggan could roll her eyes, she would. But yeah, she just kind of implied this is the first time this has happened, basically.
And before?
Repeat yourself, I'm sorry. Jack.
So this has happened before?
It's always been a problem, for as long as I can remember. Not necessarily with this village, but, you know. Let's just say this isn't the first time Cecile has made dealings with your kind here.
Made a deal with someone.
She goes, oh, she always makes deals with you folk. Whenever someone decides to...
Have anything to do with the weather?
Say what? I didn't hear you, sorry.
Have anything to do with the weather here?
She's like, now you're being smart. Yes, very clever. She goes, from what me and my king have witnessed with her, whenever you mortals try to make a home here, she offers a boon, I guess you can say, of keeping the place safe for exchange of, well, it's many different things. Sometimes it's a blood sacrifice. In this case, though, she seemed to be wanting people.
It'd still be sacrificing.
Well, not necessarily. I mean, what you just killed was the result of what she does with those people.
All right.
Though I will say this is the first time she's thrown, I believe the mortal term for it is temper tantrum. This is all first, though. With the children.
So you think the children are going to become werebears?
Well,
Or is that just adults?
she just kind of looks around like, well, considering she's taking these children out of anger, I wouldn't be surprised if she might be her eventual plan for them.
Why is she taking them out of anger?
Well, she doesn't like it if people she's made dealings with decide to stop. I don't know who's ever in charge of that village of yours, but whoever it is clearly no longer wants to do the deals, and she is not taking it well.
Did I miss some exposition?
Yes.
So many important things.
You guys can fill Lucien in real fast if you want.
Alrighty. So I asked the Spriggan if the Hagraven does deals with people, and it has something to do with how warm it is on this island. and she's mad and taking children and making them werebears, also adults. And that's because someone backed out on the deal with her.
Right.
And she had just said, I don't know who the leader is of your little hovel, but whoever it is, they had decided to stop and she's acting out.
Right. I think we need to have a word with this Hagraven lady.
Yes, and just out of the character, your characters do know that the leader is Corel, that Breton has sent you out.
The leader is
On
what,
this mission.
sorry?
Just to remind you guys as players, the leader of the village was the Breton called Corel who had sent you out on this mission.
Oh, so he knew about this.
From what the Spriggan's indicating, she had indicated that this isn't the first time this Hagraven has made deals with anyone who has decided to live on this island.
Always people messing with magic.
Well, that is one of the things that you mortals tend to stupidly do. No offense, of course.
I'm taken.
Maybe. Who knows?
I'm offended.
Well, I guess I'll just have to learn to deal with it. Just pass Lucien on the head, roughly. Anything else you guys want to say to the Spriggan?
Could you lead us there? You don't have to fight with us, but if you want, you could obviously fight with us. But could you help us get us there, please?
It really would be most appreciated.
She just has a heavy sigh, and she's like, well, since you, one, saved me and weren't like the rest of the Moors go, oh, look, a Spriggan, let's kill it. I suppose I could consider at least leading you there, and how things go, I might help, yes.
Oh, thank you, Buzz.
Lightyear.
She's like, Buzz, what?
Name is Spriggan.
Yeah, well, if Lucian's going to try to say her name, he has to roll performance.
I mean, I think
Unless
Lucien doesn't bother to. Lucien just says Buzz. That's
She's just like, you, just call me Rose. That's what she says to you.
Rose.
Since you're unable to say her actual name.
Right, Rose it is then.
Yes.
I prefer Buzz.
I prefer you don't.
Yes, ma'am.
It's definitely not anger the Spriggan.
Yes,
that would not be
idea
good.
to anger a Spriggan indeed. So you guys managed to avoid not having to fight a Spriggan. That's actually pretty impressive.
Yay!
So for now at least, you have Rose agreeing to help you for now, because you are asking her to do something very dangerous, but she seems at least compliant enough to lead you to where you can find this Hagraven. And you guys now know that this mission is not all that Corel had made it seem to be. So that's something to think about. So okay, I'm going to have her lead you guys. I'm just going to move your characters real quick. But yeah, she's able to lead you effortlessly through the mist. And she does say, I'm going to give you one piece of advice if you decide to talk to her. She will like to make, like I said, she likes to make deals, and she'll try most likely to offer you one that sounds extremely good.
Marvelous.
Don't take it.
Oh.
She grabs either side of your face, Lucy, so she's looking at you. You're looking at her. She goes, "Don't take it."
Lucien gulps
Unless you want to get her to kill you.
and
Or do
nods
something.
fiercely.
Good, and she lets go of her face. I imagine his face was squished on either side when she grabbed it.
Squish, squish, squish.
Lucien nervously nibbles cheese.
She just looks at you weird as you're nibbling your moldy milk, as she has now decided to call it. Okay, so she leads you through the forest. I am just saving this real fast, and she leads you towards the end of it, where you see... you don't see a cough. You see an opening to what appears to be a very old cave, and she goes, that is where she is, along with those younglings, if they're still alive. There more than likely are, if she's doing this out of revenge. And let's not put it in the D&D general chat, let's put it in the in-game session chat. Upload Daniel. Yeah, that's where she leads you, so what are you guys gonna do?
Is the map, like, is there anything significant on the map for us to,
It's just gonna show you the entrance to the cave, basically.
Cool.
It's uploads. If you want to wait for the map, you can, but yeah, she just points it to the entrance, saying,
can we peer
She's
into the
in there.
darkness?
you can roll perception if you want.
Yeah?
I would highly, you don't have to, but I would advise maybe doing a stealth check in the process, since you're kind of poking your head into someone's lair.
Ah, yes, stealthily poking head. So this is my stealth
Imagining everyone
roll.
doing that, like, stacking heads thing in a doorway.
Just in Rose is just face palming the background, like, what are you doing?
And then, so I've done my stealth check, and I got a 12. And perception,
Okay.
I got 11. So I saw nothing, and they saw me.
You're like, it's very dark, and you hear this really low hiss that kind of freaks you out a little bit.
Ah!
She's just like, and this is why your kind frequently die. You just stick your head into darkness all the time. Just shaking her head, very disappointed.
What happens now?
Well, this is where you guys get to decide what you want to do. If you want to go inside to converse with the Spriggan, you can, or we can wait until the next time we have at least most of the players for whenever we do the next session. That is up to you. Either way, I would pause if a battle's about to ensue.
When you say would pause,
So-
what are you suggesting that we stop the session? Is this like a
I'm
good?
saying if it leads to you fighting this hag raven, which 99.9% chance it would, I would advise we then conclude the session.
Right.
So it's up to you what you guys want to do. You can converse with her, or you can wait here.
So let's weigh our options first before we move.
You can ask the Spriggan more questions about her if you want, or for advice or whatever. I mean, you saw her just aggressively grab either side of Lucien's face and said, "Do not accept deals from her," so you know that much at least.
I'm gonna ask her about deals.
You gonna ask her what type of deals she would make?
Yeah, what kind of things does she get out of the deals?
She goes, well, from what I understand, she seems to get her power from a greater entity of some sort, and she tends to give them the pets that she turns those people into, and she gestures at the dead bear/man from behind you guys.
Right.
And in turn, she gets the power. So it's a constant cycle, from what I know. She gets to.
Bear, probably like her theme.
I'm gonna have her roll a religion check. I mean, she's a Spriggan, but I'm not sure if Spriggans know the exact names of certain things. So
Okay.
I'm gonna make her roll religion. I think that makes sense for her to roll religion. But she gets a -1 too.
Right.
Okay. Wow. Okay.
This Spriggan knows her stuff.
She
Oh yeah.
She kind of perks up and she goes, I think I recall Cecile mentioning that at one point when I was trying to hide from her in the past. Mentioning something of that name. Yes.
Well, we know Hercene likes to hunt. But
If you don't know if you don't think your characters would know too much about Hercene, you are allowed to roll a religion check to see how much they would know. And I can inform you.
I'll do that. Let's see.
Anyone who wants to roll a religion check about Hercene, you can.
I'm curious. Ren, how much would you know? You're about to find out. Ah,
I mean, most fellows, I mean, you can ask Lucien. I mean,
I mean,
in
yeah.
the game, he does
Nope.
know, but...
What
Yeah,
would you like to know?
You're stumped, so I guess you can look at Lucien, who probably seems to brighten up at this conversation about what that Hershey would want with the werebears.
My brain is ready for picking.
Yeah, so, yeah, ask Lucien if you want. He's ready to answer you.
Alright. Lucien, what can you tell us about Harrison?
Well, what can I tell you about her scene? That's a very good question. Let me just prepare my answer for a moment.
Totally not looking for dialogue.
Let me just think about her scene. Really just contemplating. Elder Scrolls Wiki. Right. So. Her scene is the spirit of the hunts. Her scene, right? Yes. So he himself was never mentioned or heard of in the early histories of Nern. Some scholars believe that this is because her scene was not one of the original Daedric princes and is therefore a spawn or offshoot similar to Malakath. However, this is often shunned on account of her scene creating lycanthropes and the disease existing well into the Merethic era. Her scene also appears within the mortal realm once every 1,000 years, but not to destroy like some princes, but to enjoy a great hunt known as the Blood Moon Prophecy. Shall I go on?
Please, continue.
Right, so the Blood Moon Prophecy is a legend of the Skarl, a native group of Nords from Solstheim. It foretells the hunt of Hercene, an event which happens every era when the prince enters Mundus and releases his hounds upon the land. The hunt is preceded by 4 signs. The first is the coming of the hounds, when werewolves appear on the island. The second is fire from the Eye of Glass, a pillar of fire which appears on the surface of the frozen Lake Fjalding. The third is the Tide of Woe, a hawker massacre, the bodies of which then wash up all along the island's northern coast, and I'm not entirely sure what I'm saying is necessarily relevant to this current situation. What do you think?
Well, there's no blood
Well,
moon,
to
so I don't
help
think that's happening.
Lucien, and also Lucien's character, I think they were trying to figure out what connection do the werebeasts have to Hercene.
Well,
Like, how does Hercene benefit from that? And I can give you a quick answer if you want. That Lucien can give them.
I mean, he's worshipped by all lycanthropy-infected creatures, such as werewolves, wereboars, werebears, werelions, werecrocodiles, wereferrets, werebadgers, etc.
And those who are affected with lycanthropy, what happens to their souls?
Oh, he gets their souls?
There you go. That sounds
So-
like maybe...
Yeah, so he probably wants their souls. Yes, that's it. That's what I was saying. I was getting to that. Sorry, a bit distracted. Nearly got murdered.
So yeah, you guys get this long-winded conversation. You're probably about to fall asleep until he mentions the part about the souls, which gets your attention. Go, aha!
We figured it out finally.
Right, so Hercene wants people's souls. The Hag Raven lady arranges is sort of a middle person in the whole transaction. So the Hag Raven arranges for souls to be provided to Hercene in exchange for power, which she can then use for general nefarious means. That part's slightly unclear, but I suppose part of the arrangement is therefore she uses her power to keep the island warm and make it therefore habitable for the people of Alviera. So we face ourselves with a quandary, which is if we were to go in here and kill this Hag Raven, one assumes the island would then lead to, deaths of the villagers unless we evacuate them. So we should negotiate.
The friggin' looks at you like taken aback from your long-winded speech.
I mean,
And she goes, you are definitely smarter than you look.
yes, it has been said.
And yes, this island would eventually, more than likely, go cold once she does get destroyed. It might take a while, but it would eventually happen. That is correct. Me and my kin, of course, would be fine, but I can't guarantee your mortals would be okay.
So the question is, what did the gentleman in charge of the village do in order to upset her, resulting in her vengeance upon the villagers?
Well, while you were apparently making tea, from what I know, if she had made a deal, I'm assuming it's a he since you said that, if he had made a deal with her and then decided no longer to steal,
Yes,
She
yes. So
was
what was the deal?
definitely-
That's my question. What was the deal? What?
Well, it can be different things, but seeing how there's been now an increasing bit of these rare beasts, my guess is she wanted some of the villagers in exchange.
So, but that doesn't make
I-
the villagers.
Like,
If the villagers were presumably providing some kind of regular sacrifice to the Hag Raven in exchange for keeping the island warm, and then decided no longer to continue doing that sacrifice,
Who's to
so
say the villagers knew? All it would take is for a leader to, quote-unquote, send someone out to go hunting and they suddenly disappear for all they knew. She points out to
yes.
you.
So what made him change his mind?
She's like,
The
shrugs
leader
it
was
down.
someone important to
Maybe
him.
just, who knows, maybe guilt, maybe realizing his mistakes. That I could not say. All I know is that Cecile does not like it when she doesn't get her way. She retaliated. And as I stated before, this isn't the first time someone has established a village and made dealings with her, so maybe he discovered one of the old ruined villages from the past, who knows? I don't know. There are many reasons to say no to her. He just was apparently foolish and decided to say no much later, after saying yes. Did I mention you're kind of very stupid? They're very stupid.
We have our moment.
We made some sort of deal with Hercene so he could help us out in getting rid of Cecile.
Making deals with Daedric entities usually isn't the wisest course of action in my experience.
I'm fine.
Well, considering it's now resulting in missing younglings, yes, it's never a good experience from what I can tell.
So at one point in this conversation, Andoran says, I've thought of something, but I don't know what I think of it yet.
Care to share with the group?
He says, what if Kirill isn't providing villagers, but people from outside of the village?
Oh, we're the sacrifice.
What's that?
Does that make sense? We're the
Spriggan,
sacrifice.
the Spriggan shrugs. I don't think the Cecile cares on where the people come from as long as they're people.
It seems like a bit of a
Andoran says-
gamble. Sorry.
Andoran says, it sits wrong with me if that's what he's doing. Or was doing.
And I'm not sure if anyone would approve of that.
No, I certainly have feelings about that. But it doesn't, nonetheless, regardless of his motives in sending us here, it doesn't solve the problem. Which is how to keep the island warm and not have it destroyed without sacrificing the children.
Magic?
Ah, sorted. Marvellous. There we go. Problem solved. Well done, all. That's the end of the adventure. Let's all go home.
Roll credits.
Well, Rose had told you it would be a very slow progression, so the villagers might have a chance to leave if they chose to.
Well, in that case, we might as well just turn around now, go back to the village and tell them all to leave, and we'll all go home and everyone's happy.
She raises a wooden brow without children. Interesting.
Oh, that's true. Yes, children.
Does Lucien like children?
She's like, that statement where I said you're smarter than you look, I now retract that.
All right. Well, it's a very complicated problem. And you know, it's sometimes difficult to work through all the ins and outs. All right, so they're children. Right, we go in there, we ask politely for the children back, and we leave, and everything will be fine.
What if we exchange a soul?
Whose soul did you have in mind?
It'll be fine.
Sorry.
With offering up my own in exchange for the children's safe return.
I say, that's a bit drastic, don't you think?
Opposed.
The Spriggan just shrugs and she goes, well, all I know is she seems to hold a grudge on your leader, so if you decide to make a deal, which I am still very much against because no deals with her ever end well, that could be leverage, I guess, leverage.
Oh, so you're proposing we go back, kidnap him, bring him back here, and offer him as a soul in exchange for the children? I'm not really okay with that.
She goes, she says, no, I'm just saying if you're going to be using that against, using her grudge might be beneficial, but I'm still against the idea of making a deal with her. None of them ever end well.
Agreed.
I don't think you should make a deal with her either.
So Dolly's just sitting there deciding, are we going in or are we not? She looks very impatient at this point.
Should we stay? Should we go now?
Another song from your lands I do not recognize.
I don't think making a deal with her would be wise. Especially since, scary things happen.
I think we should at least try and negotiate.
You just see the Spriggan face comment in the background.
We should at least give her a chance, if perhaps we can persuade her to just release the children.
Or check her.
You just hear this very long sigh from Rose, and she's like, I wonder why they keep dying.
You never know. I mean, we can always try it and then attack.
Well, we could also trick her.
We could what, sorry?
Trick her.
Trick her with... What's your proposal?
Okay.
I can shapeshift
I don't
into the
know.
dude. I can shapeshift into the mayor.
Say that again, sorry?
I can shapeshift into the mayor. Like I'm coming back to fix the deal.
Right. Yes, okay, that might work. But only as a distraction. She's going to see through that. She's a very powerful Hagraven, isn't she?
Spriggan just looks at you. She has the power to control the weather, you tell me.
How about...
And as I mentioned before, she is in a very foul mood. So if you want to risk this, understand you'll be facing her full wrath if she sees through your trick. By yourself, no less.
Frey quietly acknowledges the fact that you called a Hagraven foul.
I mean, you could also, I don't know, find some sort of animal and I could speak to the animal, but that makes me sad thinking about it. Oh, the poor animal doesn't deserve to be sacrificed.
I think one of us should go in and try and negotiate. First.
Well,
And
okay, what do you want to do?
as the negotiating, as the one who's been educated in the process of negotiation in the party, and the possible strongest advocate of negotiation amongst us, as none of you seem particularly keen, I'm happy to volunteer to open dialogue with this Hagraven to try and come to an amicable solution.
The Hagraven's scary. They hurt my friend.
Rose
You are
speaks
also
up
at low
going,
health.
Rose speaks up going, I highly advise someone goes with him.
I would go with you, since you're kind of squishy.
And you're already hurt.
Oh, it's merely a flesh wound.
Wait, what if I shapeshift into Lucien and then use his message to tell me what to say?
Lucien
is if the plan goes bad, I'm speaking as a DM now, Lucien can easily just call for help via his message thing. You guys could just yeet in there.
Yes, I'm skeptical of your ability to, given that my specializations are in perhaps persuasion and performance and charming, I'm just not, I don't know, what are your abilities in that regard to successfully perform the same... This, I can tell you what to say, but it's all in the delivery, It's all in the projection.
Who fooled the werebears that I was a child?
Who charmed a werebear into fighting another werebear for us?
I don't recall.
So Dal is just sitting on the ground right now, resting her hand under her chin, waiting for an answer. Also, people are just
Look, I did
talking
not
back
sign
and
up for
forth.
this.
Yeah, after I'm just
Okay.
thinking like,
If things go bad, you're gonna be the first one to get hit, and you don't have that much health left. You look pretty rough.
yes,
You don't look so hot yourself, thank you.
I haven't got hit at all.
As Rose just awkwardly covers half her burnt face.
Let me just check
If
my...
you guys are gonna go in there, she says, at least heal yourself. If you could do that. I mean, you healed me, so...
That'll probably be good.
Andrin is also.
It's never wise to... Well, yeah, Andrew was healed Lucien. It's never wise to encounter a hag raven injured.
That would make sense.
And if someone wants to go in and protect whoever's going to speak to her, Andrin would probably want to step up. One, because Paladin, two, because they can take a hit.
Yeah, Mr. 18 AC.
19 AC, actually.
Oh, even better.
All right, that sounds like a plan then.
Okay.
All in favour?
Okay.
So who's going to walk into this cave then? Lucien and who else?
And then if
Andrin.
you all
Andrin.
sort of, particularly sadly, if you all sort of sit in wait, sort of in a stealthy position, then you could do a surprise attack if everything goes bad. Yes, we could have the element of surprise.
So Natalie just kind of gives you a thumbs up. Looking to be like, oh, thank the gods you guys finally figured a plan out.
Yes,
About
thank you for your
time.
contribution, Sadali. You are very helpful in plan making.
Gives you another thumbs up. And you know, when one cannot talk, it makes it very interesting. I typed Lucien's name in the layers. Lucien. Okay, you're Lucien now. Hope that's okay. Okay, Andrian, there we go. Okay, so it's Lucien and Andrian that are going in there first. So, and Rose is just like, I'll wait here with your friends. I'll go if I have to help. I'm staying here for now. She's not too keen to walk in there at the moment. So let me save this real fast.
Autosave.
Yes, quick save appears on the side of the screen. And since everyone is stealth, everyone except obviously Lucien and Andrian, I need everyone else to do stealth rolls real fast to see if the Hag Raven will be aware of anyone outside. I mean, she's aware Lucien's out there.
Didn't Andrin offer to heal me? Or did I miss that?
Andrian,
I thought
Andrin can?
Andrin
It
said
would
something
take-
about, didn't they?
I think he can do lay on hands. I'm pretty sure he can at least do that much.
I mean, otherwise I
Yeah,
can heal
but
myself.
He only. Okay, so Andrin has a ability called Lay on Hands as a paladin, which means he can offer up to 25 hit points of healing. He still has 10. He's only used 15 on you, and that is something I believe. Let me check here. So as an action, he can use it to heal someone. If you would like, he can spend it all right now.
But then he can't do it
And-
again in the future.
Right.
So I
Just to remind Lucien, he has 2 potions of greater healing in his inventory.
do, but you never know when they might come in handy.
You can just drink one also. I can tell you real fast how much to heal for.
Alright then, go on, let's do that.
Okay, so let me check your inventory. Did you ever add them to your... Oh no, I'm looking at the other guy's inventory. He never added them. Andrew never added his healing potions. Okay, so you need to roll 4d4 plus 4.
So I've just removed 1 potion of greater healing, I think. I hope I
Yes,
have.
you did.
I might have just removed 2 by accident. So roll how many d4?
4d4 plus 4. You had 17 at the moment. So, and now you are at 28, I believe.
Lovely.
You feel a lot better. You're only a few hit points below your max now.
Did you want me to roll Sedalian phrase stealth?
Yes, please, because I'm double checking my map real fast before I send it over. Sorry.
No,
I
you're
think this
good.
one already failed. I got a 7.
I'm gonna roll for this Sprigganette. Actually, I think she has an ability real fast. Let me check her abilities. She's a Spriggan, so I'm going to say she is giving you guys an advantage on your stealth roll so fast because she is helping you.
Yay!
I mean, it's a Spriggan, so yeah, so. Roll, the ones who are rolling stealth, roll one more time and take the higher number. I'll roll for her own stealth with advantage. It might help if I roll it correctly, though. And that's the map for Lucien and Andrian.
Ah.
But I've got disadvantage on my stealth. So
Then you cancel out and get just whatever you roll then.
okay.
But she was giving you guys advantage with your rolls, but yeah, so. Wow, oh yeah, she just basically just molds into a tree next to you guys, like, does her Spriggan thing. She is hidden, very hidden. Thin as the night. Yeah, all of you are pretty much, the majority of you succeeded, so yeah, you all are securely stealth, and it's just Andrin and Lucien going into that cave.
Splendid.
And
Andrin will have his shield up so that if anything goes to attack Lucien, he will defend him to give him a shield bonus.
Yes. So I'm gonna make sure the music is loopy, doesn't awkwardly stop like it did. There we go. Okay, excellent.
Do you think we should, because you said you thought it might be a good place to leave it before we did the confrontation with the Hagraven?
I can allow you to do you can converse with her, but if it's about to lead to a confrontation, then it's what I'll say, okay, we're gonna pause it. So you can talk to her real fast if you want to. I'll allow that much.
Greetings, what did you say her name was?
Cecile. Yeah.
Cecile.
When
Greetings.
You go inside, sorry,
Oh,
you
go.
first.
No, you go first.
So when you step inside, you do indeed find all the missing children, and they are fast asleep under these trees. So you do see one little girl in front of Cecile, who seems to be in a trance. She's wearing a dress, has bright green eyes, and brown hair tied into pigtails. You get a feel this might be Corell's daughter that he mentioned missing. Also. Yeah, she's looking at you, and she just says, I advise you do not take another step unless you want something bad to happen to this child.
Greetings, most esteemed Lady Cecile. I've heard great legends of your power in these surrounding parts, and I beseech an audience with thee.
She's like, well, you're in here and you're not dead.
Marvelous, that's how we wish to remain, if at all possible. I noticed that you have a number of children here, and therein we have something of a disagreement. For those children, really ought to be at home with their mothers, I feel. Do you not agree? As a lady, you may possibly, perhaps you have children, I don't know. Well, you certainly do now, but they're not yours. They are mine
now. They are definitely mine now.
Yes, but what's important for them, of course, is that they should be with their families. That's certainly what we feel. And I just wondered your thoughts on the possibility of perhaps us coming to an arrangement where you might release them?
She looks very amused with you. I'll tell you what, I'm feeling generous, so I might make one deal with you. You can have the children back, except for one.
Except for one? Go on.
She gestures to the child in front of her and says, Corell's child stays with me.
Right. Well, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a good 92%. That's a relative success ratio. But...
Andrian does not look very pleased with the idea that you might let one child be sacrificed. He's just giving you this look like you're not seriously going to accept this.
Lucien uses send message quietly while having this conversation.
Oh yeah, don't worry. It's undetectable. You're good.
Yeah, so he undetectably sends a message to Fen. Opening a dialogue discussing the possibility of shapeshifting into the child. Can we pull, as they say, the old switcheroo here?
Could definitely shapeshift into that kid.
Could you perhaps surreptitiously give it a go?
Righty.
I would
Does
be
Fen-
interested to see how you're gonna remove the child from her sights in front of her.
We'll cross
Another
each bridge as
point.
we come to it.
One point. Can Fen see Kirill's child? Because Fen has not seen Kirill's child before.
Finn, yeah, only Andrian's with you at the moment. They're all waiting outside the cave.
Ah,
You have to describe. You'll have to describe to Finn what this child looks like, or Finn can have to attempt to sneak in.
Right, I'm beginning to lose confidence in this plan. Fen, I would encourage you to try as stealthily as you can to take a peep around the cave corner. Perhaps we can distract the Hagraven. Lucien beams and says, I think we can certainly come to some kind of agreement, and carefully takes a few steps forward and to the left, round to the tree on the left of the entrance, to lean on it.
Okay, roll deception, by the way, since you are obviously not planning to actually go with this deal technically. And Fen has to roll stealth, and I'm gonna have to roll against.
Do I
Can Andrin
still have advantage from the friggin' or no?
Yes, you still get the advantage for now. It lasts for like an hour. It's basically the ranger ability thing. Well, meanwhile, I gotta roll for this.
Not doing too good.
Okay, hold on, I gotta roll for her. D20 plus. She has a pretty good insight. And I rolled back. Okay, what did Lucien get?
I got a 21.
She got 10 in her insight.
What does that mean?
That means she doesn't think you're lying to her.
Splendid!
She's like, very well. And she watches you to see what you're doing now. But you see this very dark smile appear on her face.
Yes, so, Lucien wanders over to that tree on the left and leans against it nonchalantly, thereby diverting the attention of the Hagraven somewhat away from the mouth of the cave.
Yes, so what was your overall roll, then, for your stealth?
Oh, okay. I have disadvantage normally on stealth, so I can't pull it out, so I just got a 14.
Okay, I'm gonna roll for her. Let me check her passive perception real fast.
Good.
It is 14.
Since Lucien is offering another diversion of her advantage, can she get another advantage roll? Well,
Sure.
Yeah.
I will allow that because this is going to be a really bad situation the second she realizes she's being deceived.
Nope.
no.
We're all gonna die.
She suddenly stops and looks at the entrance and she's like, so you have other friends here, do you?
Yes, this is my team. They're here with me to assist in negotiation. I was just about to introduce them. We just thought we'd come in sort of a couple at a time to, not so as not to appear aggressive or anything, because we're here in the spirit of peace and discussion and collaboration. Don't worry, team. You feel free to wait outside.
You have one more chance to roll deception against her.
Oh
Because
god, clutch it.
she is looking a little pissed off now.
Roll d20 plus 5. Lucien grins, beams winningly, his best smile.
She got a 15.
Oh.
Charm on her. Cast charm on her. Cast charm.
Lucien,
She's immune to charms.
okay, right. Well,
Lucien
no one's
always
immune
known
to
that, to be
charms.
fair.
Perhaps some music. Lucien pulls out his lute, That'll calm everyone
I'm
down.
gonna go check her spells real fast. Don't mind me.
So loot in hand.
Lucien, do a wisdom saving throw.
Oh dear.
I'm afraid.
As she holds her hand out to you.
Right, she holds her hand out. What am I doing? Sorry.
Wisdom saving throw.
Roll d20 plus wisdom. This is a saving throw, so +1. Ah.
Yes. You suddenly feel yourself seized up as she casts hold person on you. You are unable to move. You can still talk, but you are unable to move.
Oh, well,
And
this
your
is
other
most
hand-
distressing, just as I was about to
And
strum
your
my first
other
chord.
hand engulfs in
Uh,
flame, and we might have to conclude it here because she's ready.
Are you sure you don't want a song?
No.
And there we are.
Upon failure, okay, and upon failure, Andreas casts Sanctuary. So describe what that is, Valkyrie.
So essentially, as soon as Hagraven begins her spell, Andrin reaches down and kind of grabs Lucian's shoulder and casts Sanctuary, which lasts for 1 minute. And it wards, so it will ward Lucian against a range within a. Okay, let me just read it. You ward a creature within range against an attack, which is 30 feet. He's right next to him. Until the spell ends, any creature who targets the warded creature with an attack or a harmful spell must first make a wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, the creature must choose a new target or lose the spell or the attack. The spell doesn't protect the warded creature from area effects like Fireball.
Don't worry,
And-
this isn't Fireball.
Yeah, and if Lucian attacks, then he loses Sanctuary. But essentially, Cecile has to roll to choose a new target for that whole
Yes.
person.
Yes. So then in that case, Andrian, what would some saving throw?
All right. That is a +2.
Andrian just saved your butt, Lucien. Again.
Oh, he actually
Did he do a good roll?
Shiva.
is
Yeah.
hold person a charm. I think it is. No, it's
No.
not.
No, he basically makes you freeze in place. And who say my name?
Yeah. Are Hagraven's immune to sleep?
I think so. Let me double check her stuff real fast. I had her tab out, but then I closed it when I was checking everyone else's stuff. RIP.
All right.
But
So
I do
we'll
know with sleep, you basically have to roll enough HP that matches or conquers her HP in order for her to sleep. So
You also have to
That
be
would
careful of
be-
your range because that does include your own pierce.
yeah.
Well,
So
actually,
anyone who's in
Lucien does.
range. Yeah. So let me just double check her things. I know she's immune to being charmed. Let's double check that. Okay, here we go. Give me the hog information. Give me. There we go. Let's see. Immunities to. Yep, she's immune to sleep. Dang it.
Okay, so Andrin's about to make his roll.
Okay.
Nat 20.
You feel your body
yeah.
seize up for a minute, but you shake it off like, At this point, she looks ticked off and ready to fight, so it might be a good place to conclude, I'm sure. Lucy might be
Yes.
calling help with his friends if he wants to.
I've got one last play.
One last play, okay, what's your last
Alright.
play?
Her scene!
She's like,
Yeah.
yes, her scene. What about her scene?
Lucian performs his best evil-looking grin.
Are you trying to intimidate her, or what are you trying to do?
You have done well, Cecile. Our Lord is
Okay,
pleased.
Intimidation. Okay, yeah,
I feel like this should be deception again, but
Deception with disadvantage because it's Lucian trying to act like that. I'm sorry. You roll twice to take the lower number.
So we're rolling deception, right?
Yes, with disadvantage because
Oh, no.
It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine.
Oh,
Take the
no.
lowest number. Okay.
Haha, haha. Our Lord is really pleased. You've passed the test. You passed it, so you can let all the children go now. Yeah, because we'll take the children, and then our Lord will give you loads of power, and it'll be great.
I will get lots of power after I kill you.
Oh dear. Cut to black.
And now we can conclude.
Andrin says one last thing.
Yes.
He looks at Lucien and says, "For what it's worth, you did scare me for a second."
And credits. Da 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 da
Next time on Dragon Ball Z.
da da da.
I would have laughed if that succeeded.
I know, right? Oh my god.
I can still offer my soul up.
That being said, he did cause her to lose her whole person spell, so not all is lost.
Oh, yeah.
It's all gonna be fine. Everything's gonna be
Yes.
fine.
Yeah, we're all gonna die.
Conclude this session. You said like that what for 2 weeks or so.
Yeah,
We'll
so
go through
I
this.
am, well, I'm technically around next Saturday, but I've only got my laptop, not a proper mic or anything, so it's not going to be great for the stream. So, and then the weekend after that, I'm just not around altogether. So,
That's fine.
I think, from my point of view, I think it would probably be better to resume in 3 weekends' time, as in the weekend after next week. No, hang on. So it's next weekend, then another weekend, then we play another game.
So the 4th of next month, basically. If I'm getting this
hang
correctly.
on. So it's currently the 14th, not the 21st, not the 28th. Yes, the 4th.
So the 4th of April.
I think will have to be the next game. But I will do one of those
That's
polls again, and we'll see if anyone's got any actual availability for that. But maybe nearer the time when people have more of an idea of what they're doing.
Might give other players who were missing a chance too, because I would like to try to have at least most of them for the boss. battle.
Yeah, that'd be
That's
really
ideal.
nice.
And this gap will give them a chance to know what happened. Like either watch the videos or we can explain.
Yep, sure. They can watch the videos. Yes, definitely watch the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
That's
Hopefully
what that
Lucien is
point's fine.
confirmed to death.
Do I have to roll persuasion to get people to like and subscribe?
Yes,
If you
do
want.
it.
With
Advantage
advantage.
to Lucien.
With advantage, right.
Advantage if you do it in character of Lucien.
Roll d20 plus 7. Okay, let's try that again. Please like and subscribe. If you do that, wonderful things will happen. Yes. My videos are really, really good.
Raven.
Hercene says you need to like and subscribe.
Lucien's totally not shaking in his boots right now. Poor
Right.
guy.
Oh, of course. Yeah.
Oh dear.
He
Should have
tries.
offered her some cheese, man.
Oh yes! I've got another play.
Oh no, not the Hag Raven's weakness.
No, I'm lactose intolerant.
One weakness.
Oh. I'm sad I didn't even get to strum a note on my lute.
I saw that you got your guitar out.
I got it out. I was all ready, and then you cast hold person. I couldn't play.
And then Adrian saved your butt to permit.
Yeah. I was gonna calm everyone down with some nice music.
That would have been a very funny position to have Lucien stuck in just holding his loop and everyone else comes in.
We could have Lucien play like the end credits for this episode.
Sure, if he wants to.
Yeah, I can't. I'll just clarify. I can't play the guitar, so this was very much a desperate attempt. You know.
With your mouth.
Sorry.
Guitar sounds with your mouth.
Yes. Perfect. Roll performance.
Yes.
Gling, gling, gling. 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 Did it work?
That's beautiful.
There go the viewers. There they go. I'm gonna call that a critical success.
I should mention that Lucy would definitely be afraid because this woman has what's called horrific appearance, which makes you very scared when you look at her if you fail her the wisdom saving throw of 11. But I'm not going to do that right now. I'm going to assume he's really scared either way right now.
Are we scared now? We're scared now.
Call around and change hands.
We're scared people sent by scared people to be scared.
Just tried to freeze him, and now she's threatened to kill him. So I imagine he's a little spooked. Just a little bit spooked.
I think this is going really well.
Dear Dragonborn, please come get me. Don't ask questions. None of this.
I'm very glad Adrian went with him.
Hang on, let me just get my resonance sphere. Can't get a signal. Beep boop 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 boop. Brr, 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 brr. You've reached the office of the Dragonborn. Please do leave a message after the tone. And I'll get back to you as soon as I can.
The Dragonborn's like in the middle of a fight or something like that. He's like kind of busy right now, Lucien. Hangs up.
I'm role-playing this as the Dragonborn's actually doing Sovereign Guard right now.
I was gonna say,
Yeah.
he's kind of fighting Alduin right now. He's
Yeah.
busy.
He's like on Alduin's back with a long sword, just like trying to get it into the neck, and it's just not. Yeah.
Just like here, now's the bad time, Lucien.
I'm sorry, it's an awful line. I can't quite hear. It's almost like there's a dragon roaring down the microphone.
We're just this is bunch of cursing and pain.
The Dragonborn is like fighting Alduin, and Lucien's like, you won't believe the day I've had.
I'll call you back.
See, Greenwood says, I like to imagine Lucien has been butt dialed by the Dragonborn at least once.
Oh, it happens all the time. Oh, I like that. Yeah.
That's former technology.
So Lucien set up the voicemail. So Lucien's voice there on the answering machine was literally his own voice, because it's his own message that he re-recorded. Hello, me. Your caller. You've reached me. I'm afraid the Dragonborn can't get to the sphere right now. But
How are you doing?
how are you doing? You've got a very attractive voice. Continue being marvelous.
Oh, Finn's picture so far. I love it.
Thank you.
Beautiful.
Just gotta turn my head sideways so I can look at it better.
Oh, here we are. Yeah. Marvelous. That's it all going really, really well. That's what it is. Caption that success.
Yes.
Yes. Wonderful. Well then, I think we'd probably best end there then.
Yes.
Yeah, before it gets any worse.
Before everyone dies.
Thank you for another wonderful session. Really enjoyed it. I'm very curious to see how this is going to end.
Probably in a fight.
And probably in us killing a hag raven and then the island freezing over, so that's great.
And also determining how you guys want to deal with Corell now. You know that he wasn't entirely being honest with you with things happening for quote unquote no reason.
True,
I'm gonna
true.
hit him with my discipline stick and be like, you gotta be a good boy.
Bad leader. Bad. Go Finn. You got your life choices.
Ninja Cheddar Biscuit says, good job not being killed by a werebear. So we'll take that as a win.
You were 2 hit points away from being knocked unconscious.
But I didn't get knocked unconscious. I just got hit in the back by an axe twice.
Yeah, and if that happened, you would have had to roll death saving throws, and if you failed those 3 times, then Lucy would have been dead.
And there goes the cannon.
Oh, don't worry. I would provide options for you to give me 5, but it would still probably be a very traumatic experience for
Quite possibly. Lucien has PTSD in the next update. So, yeah. Or an old woman, or a man in a wheelchair, or anywhere there could be an invisible person. Yeah, no, cheese is his only comfort. Yeah. Right, yes, I'm going to wrap the stream up then. So thank you all for a really good fun session again, and we will resume in a couple of weeks' time. So your only option, really, in order to make sure you're 100% up with, you're up to speed on everything that's been going on, will be to rewatch the videos on YouTube. Just to make sure you've got all the details fresh in your mind. Just there's nothing else for it. Maybe rewatch them multiple times, just to really get clear on that. But yes. Would Lucien just get a panic attack if he ever saw Yagrum Bagan now? No, he wouldn't know what's going on. But he'd have a lot of questions. He would. But yes, on that note, I will see you all whenever I see you. Might do another stream. Don't know what I'm doing tomorrow. Could do a stream tomorrow. Might play some games tomorrow. Don't know. We'll see. I'll let you all know. But yeah. See you all again. Hopefully really soon. Bye. Say bye, everyone. Bye. Bye, internet. Bye.